we help you guide you through different categories. We have the work visas, we have the study visas, we have the family relocation, we have the conference visas, we have the TRC, that's temporary relocation. We also have the PRO, that's permanent relocation. So it depends on which of them you are going for. And our relocation visa is very easy and flexible because you have to actually come in using different riots. For the work visas, we split into two ways, which we have the skilled jobs and we have the unskilled. The skilled jobs are those that are doctors, nurses, engineers, IT tech, chef. These are skilled workers. While the unskilled workers are those that do not have any of this qualification. Talking about the construction workers, factory workers, laborers, nannies, food service attendants, retail sales persons. All right, so that's how it works. So you have different categories on which of the country you are going for. Then we process to both smaller countries and bigger countries. For the smaller countries, we process to Italy, France, Spain, Lithuania, Estonia, Latvia, Malta, Romania. These are small countries. While for the bigger countries, we process to Germany, Belgium, Portugal, Poland, Switzerland, Sweden, Denmark, Norway, Finland, Ireland, Netherlands. These are all bigger countries. All right. So let me just quickly do tapping. Those are coming newly. All you need to do is just tap on our screen, get to see different visa packages. Then we have the conference visas also. If you're coming in using conferences, we have different categories on conference visas. We have the virtual conference, we have academic conference, we have different categories. We have traveling section on conference, we have trade show conference, board meeting, product launching, product exhibition, and all of those. Then we also have those study visas. Those of you that are interested in coming in using our study visas, we have about 4 categories for study visas. All right, for the study we have the BSc program, we have the master's program, we have vocational study, we have language course. So if you're coming in using the BSc program, that's like 3 years program, and also we have the master's, which is a 1 year program, and we have the vocational study, which is 6 months, and also we have the 1 year, depending on which of the riots you are going in for. Either you're going in for the 6 months or the 1 year. Then we also have the language course, that's always 6 months, and we have the longer term, which is 1 year. So it depends on which. And the good thing about them is that you can always extend your visa to PR, to permanent residence, so it's easier. Then we also have a business visa, but basically business visa is only for those of you that are entrepreneur. Can you guys get it from this area? All right, if you're into business, you have to be an entrepreneur to come in using the business visa. If you're not a business person, you cannot just fly using the business visa. All right, because we always request for business certificates. So that's how it works. Then we also have the other part, which is called the dependent visa. You guys understand dependent visa? You have to be, under someone else's document. That's the person that is studying. That's why they call it dependent visas, all right? Please, those are coming here newly, just tap on the screen when you join in, because we're just starting not quite long. All you need to do, you follow, go through our page, get to see different visa packages we have open and ongoing, get to understand how it works. If you're interested in them, send us a DM. Either you follow here, or you follow us on a verified Instagram page, or you follow us on a verified Facebook page or YouTube channel. Any of the packages you're interested in, you send us a DM. We'll send out a requirement. Hi, hello, how are you from this area? Sorry guys, I'm streaming on like 3 platforms. So any of the one you're interested in, you send us a DM. All right, just tap on the screen. Hi, hello from this. You guys are welcome. Thank you very much for joining. So when you come in, all you need to do, you follow, go through our page, get to see different visa package we have open and ongoing. If you're interested in them, send us a DM. All right, so that's how it works. It's easy, it's flexible, and all of those. Hi, hello, I can see you from this area. Hi, hello, those are coming in from here. You're welcome. When you come in, all you need to do, you follow here, go through our page, get to see different visa packages we have open and ongoing. If you're interested in them, send us a DM, all right? Or you follow us on a verified Instagram page, same name, all right? Or you follow us on a verified Facebook page, same name. Or you follow us on the YouTube channel, all same name, okay? Oba of Thailand, hi. Those are coming in, you guys are welcome. Hi. Okay, so let's proceed. So we have mentioned different categories. We process work visas, we process study visas, we process family relocation, we process conference, business visas, PRO, and all of that. All right, so we have different categories. If you're coming in using any of the right, check our page. It's more easier that way, so you get to understand them. So let's hit on. And also process to different countries. Please let me just quickly list out the countries before we start in. Hi, hello from this area. We process to both Schengen countries and outside Europe countries. We process to smaller countries and bigger countries. If you're going in for the smaller countries, we are talking about Italy, France, Spain, Lithuania, Estonia, Malta. Alright, these are smaller countries. Latvia, Romania. These are smaller, affordable countries. I mean, their standard of living is very cheap, but just that their salary package is always very low. Just know that part. But if you're going in for the bigger country, we process to Germany, Belgium, Portugal, Poland, Switzerland, Sweden, Denmark, Norway, Ireland, Canada, UK, Australia. Those are bigger countries. Alright. Finland, Netherlands. That's it. So just check on our page. So here we have the work permit visa available for Belgium. Those of you that are interested in going in for Belgium, they're very good. They are stable, they're accommodating, and they pay very well. All right. We have all the requirements needed. Like I mentioned, the only requirement that we always ask is your international passport data page, your passport photo, white background, your CV, which is your resume. You also provide us with your offer letter, or you provide us with your what's it called, contract letter or employment letter that shows that you're working. Okay, if you're married, provide us your marriage certificate, but if you're not married, that's fine. So those are the requirements. So this for Belgium. If you're interested in going to a good country that actually closer to Germany, you can always go in for that offer. So let's move on. Then we also have a work permit visa available for Canada. Those of you that are interested in an English speaking country only, you just want an English speaking country, you can go in for Canada. They're very good, they are stable, they're intentional, and also you have a lot you can benefit. It's always very easier if you are going in for Canada for you to actually get in what's it called, their PRO. All right, those of you that are going in for Canada, you can always go in for that. You send us a message on TikTok. I've mentioned that those that are coming newly, you guys are welcome. Either you follow here or you follow us on our verified Instagram page, same name, or you follow us on our verified Facebook page, same name, YouTube channel, in of which, if you're interested in the package, you send us a DM. I've mentioned that earlier, right? Either you send your DM here or you send us a DM on Instagram or you send us a DM on any of which. We can always respond to you. I've explained that. Like I mentioned, we process different categories. Check on the screen, you'll see that. So you get to understand which of the categories you're going for before you send us a DM and which of the country you're going for. That's clear enough. So let's move on. We've talked about Canada, right? Those of you that are interested in an English speaking country only, you can go in for Canada. They're very cool. They're stable, they're accommodating, and they're not racist. Okay, and also they pay very well. Yeah, those of you that are interested, and they're English speaking countries. So that's the reason why you have a lot of people migrating to Canada. Then we also have a work permit visa available for New Zealand. You guys could see the New Zealand success story posted on our page, right? That's what you see. So anyways, New Zealand is a very good, intentional country, and they're English speaking country. They operate similar just like Australia. They are stable, they're welcoming, and they're not racist. So you have a lot you can always benefit from New Zealand, but kindly know that it can be very expensive. So most of this country can be what, expensive when you're traveling using theirs. Then we also have a work permit available for Netherlands. If you're interested in going into a bigger country, Netherlands is very cool. They are stable, they're accommodating, and they're not racist. And also you have about 80% or 90% of the Netherlands that communicate in English. So that's the reason why a lot of boys migrate to Netherlands. All right, they are generally known to be Dutch-speaking country, but at least you have a lot of people that can understand you. So that's a good thing about it. So if you're interested in migrating to a very good intentional country, you can always go in for Netherlands and thank me later. So let's move on, guys. Then we also have work permit visa available for Spain. Those of you that are interested in a smaller country, you can always go in for Spain. Spain is very good. They are stable, they are a small country. And the good thing about Spain is that you can easily get in their TRC within your 1 year of staying in Spain. So that's how easy and stable they can be. So they're very accommodating and they're not racist. But remember, they are not English speaking country, they are Spanish speakers. All right, so just always know that part. So if you're interested, you can always come using that. All right, so let's move on. Then we also have a work permit visa available for Malta. Those of you that are interested in a smaller country, you don't want to go into a bigger country, you're not used to bigger country. Remember I told you guys the difference between the bigger country and the smaller country. The bigger country, their salary package is always very little, while the smaller country, the bigger country, the salary package is always very high, while the smaller country, the salary package is very little. So that's the difference. And also always know that the bigger country, their standard of living can be very expensive. Those of you that are not away but you just want to fly, while the smaller country, the standard of living can be lesser expensive. Do you understand? So that's the difference between these two. If you're able to cope on any of them, then you're ready to travel. And also know that the smaller country is always very easy or flexible enough for you to get in their resident. While the bigger country, if you don't have enough fun, most of the time it can be more stressful to get in their resident. So those are the two difference. Because a lot of you keep asking me, what's the difference between these two? So that's it. Let's move on. Then we also have a work permit visa available for Estonia. Those of you that are interested in a smaller country can go in for Estonia. They're very good. They are stable, they are accommodating, they are not racist, and they are welcoming. You have a lot of people that always migrate to Estonia every season. I remember I told you guys Estonia is one of the countries that is quite closer to Finland. So that's the reason why a lot of people always migrate to Estonia every season, like every router. So if you're interested in going to this country, they're very stable, they are not racist, they're accommodating, and all of those. And also remember they do not pay very well because they're among the smaller countries, and we keep telling you that small countries do not pay very well, but they are good. So that's the reason why most people always migrate to small countries. Yeah. Sorry about that. And also know that we keep telling you on our channel, when you come in, all you need to do, you follow here, like, or you follow us on a verified Instagram page, same name, or you follow us on a verified Facebook page, same name, or YouTube channel, any of them, all same name. If you're interested in the visa package, you send us a DM. If you have a trust issue, you are not so sure in processing visa with us, you are free to do once, take a walk, you just bounce and process with other companies. We have so many travel companies, right? You can always work with those people. But when it comes to our study, or whatever thing we do, that is what we offer, and whatever you pay for, that's what you're getting. We have 3 services. We have the premium service, we have the standard service, we have the regular service. The premium and the standard service always comes with flights and accommodation, remember, because you pay for those services. While the regular service, you have to provide your flight yourself, your accommodation yourself, and also you have to provide your airport transfer yourself. We only provide you with the vital documentation, and we have to pay in for embassy to do their booking. So that's why we always tell you that there's nothing free. One, we have to pay embassy to please release their space for booking for us, and also we have to pay immigration. All the platform are different platforms that we have to clear in documents from their end so your visa can be granted. So we always tell you, if you have a trust issue, you are not so sure in processing visa with us, please take a bounce. You can always process with other companies. They have so many travel companies over there in Africa, right? And they process visas every day, so you can always give them a trial. Just process with them, okay? So here, no one forces you to process visa with us. In fact, we have 2 things. One, we don't select countries for you. Yeah, mind you know that part. You should select your country of choice. So don't come and meet me and tell me, please, you are confused, you don't have any country to go. No, we don't select that. We only give you advantages of each countries. We have A and B. You choose which of them you want to. Like I always tell you, the small country pay less salary, but their standard of living is very affordable. That's very cheap, which is a plus. Why the bigger country pay you more, but just at the standard of living, you pay a lot of tax and all of that. You pay federal tax, primary tax, province tax, resident tax. There's always tax connected in most of the bigger countries. So that is why you see some people, they always cut their code according to their sizes. If they prefer a smaller country because they want a very affordable standard of living without stress, they don't want to stress the brain because they're staying in a bigger country. Why some people will still prefer the bigger country? Because they want a higher pay job. So this thing is very simple. Whichever one matches your energy, you choose that. Same thing applies to all travel companies. If you feel this particular travel companies matches your energy and you want to process visa with them, ride on. If you feel ours does not match your energy, you're not okay with that, and you don't want to process visa with us, ride on. This life is very simple. It's whatever choices you make that you pick. Do you understand? Good. So let's move on, guys. So we also have here work. We've talked about Estonia, right? So let's move to the next page. Then we also have a work permit visa available for Denmark. Denmark are for those of you that have enough fund. If you don't have enough fund, I don't see any reason why you should be picking up Denmark, because they're a very expensive country in general. They are quite accommodating, they are stable, they are not racist and all of that. But the good thing about them is that they pay very well. That's what matters, all right? And also they are not English speaking country, they are Danish. But that does not mean they are not accommodating, or that does not mean they do not understand you. It's actually very easy because they are one of the international countries that is quite exposed. All right, so if you're interested in such good country, you can always go in for Denmark, okay? And they are welcoming. They're not bad. Then we also have a work permit visa available for Germany. Those of you that are interested in a bigger country, please, those that are coming here, you just tap on the screen. If you cannot tap on the screen, you just leave. When you come in here, you need to do, you follow, like, go through our page, get to see different visa packages we have open and ongoing. If you're interested in them, send us a DM. All right, like I always tell you, we have different riots, we have different countries. You can check on our screen or you can check on our page. You can also decide to follow us on our verified Instagram page, or you follow us on our verified Facebook page or YouTube channel, of which other page, Instagram. They're all verified anyways, and they're all same name. So either you send us a message here, or better still, you send us a Gmail. We also respond to our mails, Okay, whichever one suits you or whichever one matches your energy. You always hear me, I will tell you that, right? So that's how it works. So when you come in here, feel free, go through our page, flex your muscles. So let's move on. So we also have your work permit visa available for Germany. Those of you that are interested in a bigger country, you're not used to smaller countries, you just want to do more. You can always go for Germany. Germany is very good. They are stable, they're accommodating, they pay very well, and they're not that bad. I mean, they're not racist. But kindly know that they're not English speaking country, right? They're known to be German speakers. So most of you that feel comfortable enough to migrate to Germany because they're accommodating and they're flexible, you can always go in for that, okay? But if you have a challenge about language barrier, you're not so sure about migrating to Germany because the language barrier, then you can always go in for Canada, you can always go in for Netherlands, you can go in for Ireland. These are English speaking countries. You can go in for UK, you can go in for Australia, New Zealand. These are what? Exposed English speaking country all around. So let's move on. Then we also have a work permit visa available for Norway. Those of you that are interested in going to Norway, Norway is actually a very good intentional country. Please just are sending messages. I'll respond to your messages once I'm done with the live stream, alright? I got all the messages. Anyways, this for Norway. If you're interested in going into a very good intentional country, Norway is very cool. They are stable, they're accommodating, and they're not racist. And remember, their average country means they're not that expensive, they're not that low, they're just in the middle belt. So if you're okay with that, you can always go in for Norway and thank us later. They are not that bad. Beside, and also know that they're not English speaking country, they're Norwegian. So those of you that always ask, but they are good. So if you're interested in that, you can always send us a message, okay? So let's move on. Somebody say, I'm in Nigeria. Yeah, we process visas to everybody. We process to both those in Nigerian, South African, Dubai, those in what's it called, Kuwait, those in Qatar, name them. We process. You can travel from any of the countries in as much as they have embassy there. We actually only going to book an embassy for you to go for submission. Do you understand? Good. So let's move on. Submission, remember, not interview, because a lot of you always ask me, must I do my interview when I get to the embassy? Of course, no. You don't necessarily need to do your interview when you get to the embassy. We call it submission. We have actually done everything on the portals. We have booked you. We have explained everything to embassy on their portals. All you need to do, just go in and drop in the document we sent to you. You print them out on a clean photo, colored, not white and black, because some of you that like cheap printers, you have to make your color what's it called, your printing to be what quality. So print it in colored, take them with also the document you sent to us, original document you sent to us, take them and go for submission. The document you always send to us are always your international passport data page, your passport photo, white background, your CV, which is your resume. Then also, if you are working, provide us with an offer letter, or you provide us with an employment letter, or you provide us with what's it called, contract letter. There should be one of those letters if you are working. And if you're not working, that's fine. That means you're a business person. We call you entrepreneur. Ensure you, those are coming in from this side. Can you guys hear me? Hi, hello, how are you? You're welcome. You provide us with what is called the business certificate or tax certificate. That means you have a certificate that shows this is the business you do. You're a legal person, you're not illegal. That's what I always tell you. If you work, provide us with offer letter. If you don't work, provide us with what? Business certificate. One of those letters should cover whatever thing you do. Do you understand? So we'll book an embassy appointment for you. You go for submission. A lot of you keep asking, must I do interview? No, you're not doing interview. Then if you're so scared of visiting the embassy, maybe you have a what's it called, stage fright, or you have this we have people like that, you have this phobia, you are not just close, you are not just cool with, then you can always go in for a country that does not need an embassy submission, which is only just two countries. That's New Zealand and Australia. Do you understand? These are two countries that does e-visa. Outside that, the rest of the country, you have to go in for submission. Do you guys understand? Good. But if you're going in for New Zealand, Australia, they are all e-visa. You don't necessarily need to pass through the stress of going to the embassy to do your submission. But if you're going in for a Schengen country, or you're going in for Canada, you're going in for UK, we necessarily have to book an appointment for you so you do your submission. It's very simple. If you don't understand, ask me. All right, so these are work permit visa open for Italy. If you're interested in a smaller country, you don't want to do much, you just want to start from small, that's fine. You can always go in for Italy. They're very good, they are stable, they're accommodating. But mind you, they are not English speaking country, they're Italian. But notwithstanding, they pay very well, you know, they're accommodating. A lot of you always migrate to a country because it's kind of cheap. Cheap means their standard of living in general is quite very affordable. It's something that you can do away with. then you can always go in for that. But if you're interested in a bigger country that pays more, then you can always go in for Germany, you can go in for Portugal, you can go in for Poland. These are bigger countries. Canada, UK, Switzerland, Sweden, Denmark, Netherlands, Ireland, they are all bigger countries. But if you want a very cheap environment, you don't want something to be so much exposed, so much stressful, then that's when it comes in Italy, France, Lithuania, Estonia, Latvia. These are cheap, affordable countries. Do you understand? If you don't understand, ask me. So let's move on. Our location is always posted on our page, very clear enough. Those that always ask of location, always those that are coming in with a blunt account. Then we also have here work permit visa available for Louisbourg. Those of you that are interested in a bigger country, you don't want to go in for small countries. You are not used to smaller countries. You want a higher paid job. Just going for Louisbourg. They pay very well. They are stable. They are accommodating. They are not racist, and all of those. Families are allowed to travel with you. You can navigate your ways. You can extend your visa stay. So if you're okay with such good country, then you can go in for Louis. Besides, they're accommodating, so you have nothing to be worried about. All right. So you have a lot of reason why you should be taking in Louisbourg. So that's it. Let's move on. Then we also have a work permit visa available for Netherlands. Those of you that are interested in a bigger country as well, Netherlands is very cool. I told you the reason why most people migrate to Netherlands, right? You can easily get your resident in the Netherlands without you understanding Dutch. Dutch is their general language, but 80% can communicate in English, and also they are quite exposed, open country. So that's the reason why a lot of boys migrate to Netherlands. So if you're interested in migrating to such good country, you can always go for Netherlands. They are stable. They are not that bad. So you have so much reason why you can take in Netherlands package, all right? And they're family-oriented country as well, because most of you ask me about that. Yeah, they're very good in accommodating. Let me increase my light so they get to see. Then we also have a work permit visa available for Lithuania. Those of you that are interested in a smaller country, you're used to small countries. You don't want a bigger country. You can always go in for Lithuania. They're very stable. They are good. They are a small country. But the only challenge about migrating to Lithuania is that they do not pay very well. So just always know that part. But outside that, they're very closer to Poland. Just check on your Google map. I don't cap. I don't stress my brain. I'll just push you to Google map. I'll just refer you to Google map. So just go to your Google map and just type in Lithuania. And you're going to see they're very clear. They are stable. They are very closer to Poland, and they are friendly. I mean, they are warm. They are not, racist kind of people. Then also they're also closer to Sweden. So that's the reason why you have lots of people migrating to Lithuania, because they want to get in the territory and then connect to the other bigger choices. Anyways, that's it. And also, if you're someone that is interested in migrating to a country you would want to study in the future, or you want to upgrade your career in the future, ramification, anything that has to do with study, then you can always go in for Lithuania. They're very cheap when it comes to studying, or tuition fees kind of very affordable. Those of you that like cheap schools. All right, so let's move on. Then we also have a work permit visa available for Australia. If you're interested in a bigger country, you don't want small country. I know you study smaller, pitchy country. You want to do more, and also you do not want a Schengen country. Means you don't want anything to do with a Europe country. Just going for Australia, they're very good. They are stable, they are accommodating, they are not racist, and all of that. They are welcoming. Families allowed to travel with you. You can navigate your ways. You can extend your stay. Besides, they pay very well, and they are English-speaking country. So they're one of the countries that a lot of African would want to go in for. So you can always go in for Australia and thank us later. But mind you, they can be very expensive in nature. So the fact that they are quite very accommodating does not mean they're not expensive. Then we also have a work permit visa available for UK. Those of you that are interested in migrating to an English country only, you just want anything that has to do with UK, then just go in for this. They are very intentional country. Besides, they pay you very well. The only challenge is that they are quite, depending on tax. Let's just say they pay a lot of tax. They pay the federal tax, they pay the primary tax, they pay the resident tax, grocery tax, like they pay a lot of tax. So those of you that do not, you don't know how to manage when you come to a country that pays so much tax, then you can always go for other choices. But as I wish, they're English speaking country, and you have a lot of your African in there, so you will not be that lost. All right, you have a lot of people to give you a guideline on what to do and how to go about it. That's it about UK. Okay, those that come in newly, guys are welcome. So let's move on. Then we also have a TRC available for Denmark. That's temporary relocation. We refer to TRC. If you're interested in going in for Denmark, Denmark is actually a very intentional country. They are stable, they are good, they are not that bad. All right, they're welcoming. Families are allowed to travel to, but mind you, they are not English speaking country. They're Danish, but they are actually very good in terms of paying, where they pay very well, just like, let's just say they operate just like Switzerland. But mind you, they can be very expensive countries, so just always know that part. Those of you that are going in for such an intentional country. Then we also have a TRC, that is temporary relocation, available for Spain. You want small country, you don't want to do much. We always tell you guys that Spain is a very good intentional country that wants a lot of African migrating to them with a very good documentation. Their visa is always very easy, and they are small country. The only challenge you might encounter there is that, remember, they are not that exposed kind of international country. Means that the whole skyscraper building you have been looking for, you might not really find it there. They're kind of developing country. All right, they are still trying to be there. They're not there yet, let's just use that word, but they are very good in accommodating people, and you have a lot you can always benefit if you're migrating to Spain. I love them because they are fast in issuing resident. That's what matters. Most of the time when you're migrating to a country, just consider, is this country going to give me their resident within 1 year or 6 months of my stay there? Because that's what matters. So Spain is one of those countries that is very fast in issuing residents, not minding whatever African country you are coming from. So they actually open arms to receive people. All right, so if you're okay with that, we have it open. Then we also have a TRC available for Portugal. Those of you that are interested in going into a bigger country, you are into business, especially you're an entrepreneur, you would want to continue your business internationally, then you can always go in for Portugal. Portugal is one of those open country that has all of those to offer. They are stable, they are accommodating, and they are not racist. All right, families are allowed to migrate into ASAP. If you're interested, you have your family, you would want to move in with them, then you can always go in for Portugal. They are very good. They're intentional country, and you have nothing to worry about on that part. Okay, so let's move on. Then we also have a TRC available for Malta. Those of you that are interested in going in for Malta, Malta is actually a very good intentional country. They're English speaking country. And mind you, there are smaller countries. Those of you that always ask me, are they very good? They're not that really very good. They're a small country. I mean, you have a lot of benefits why you should migrate to most of these small country, because it's very easy for you to get in your resident. So that's the reason why a lot of people always migrate to that. So if you're interested, you can always go in for Malta. They're a very intentional country, but remember, they do not pay very well. Okay, but you have so much to benefit there. Then we also have a TRC available for Estonia. Those of you that are interested in migrating to Estonia, Estonia is actually a very good intentional country. They are cool, they are stable, they are accommodating, and all of that. Families are allowed to travel with you. You can extend your visa stay. You can navigate your way, so you have nothing to be worried about if you're going in for that. All right. Estonia is actually a very intentional country. Those of you that are sending me messages, like I mentioned, I really respond to my message once I'm done with the live stream. Okay, I'm streaming on like almost three platforms. You can see that on all of those. Please, when you come in here, all you need to do, you follow here, like, or you follow us on a verified Instagram page, or you follow us on a verified Facebook page or YouTube channel, whichever them. If you're interested in any of the visa package, send us a DM. We'll send our requirements and our cost. So this actually TRC available for Lithuania. Those of you that are interested in a smaller country, you don't want to do much, you're just going for Lithuania. They're very good. They are stable, but mind you, they do not pay very well. That's why they call them small country with intention. They're actually also very closer to Poland. So if you're interested in such, you can always go in for that. They're accommodating and they're not racist. All right, so that's just it. Then we also have a TRC available for Germany. Those of you that are interested in a bigger country, Germany is very good. One of the intentional good countries that pays more and they are stable. You can always go in for Germany, so you have nothing to be concerned about. They are welcoming, they are not racist, and all of that. Families are allowed to travel with you, but mind you, they are not English speaking country. Hi, hello from this side. They are actually German speakers, all right, but they are very good. They pay very well, so you have nothing to be worried about. Then we also have a TRC available for Netherlands. Those of you that are interested in going in for Netherlands, very intentional, good country, accommodating, stable, and all of those. And you have like 80% of the Netherlands that understand English or they're communicating English. So that's a good thing. So if you're interested in that, you can always go in for that. All right. So you have nothing to be worried also about that. So let's move on. Then we also have a TRC available for Australia. If you're interested in going into a very good intentional country, just going for Australia and thank us later. They're very good. One of the intentional country, a lot of people migrate to every section. They're accommodating, they're stable, and they're English speaking country. But mind you, they are not Schengen country. I mean, they're not Europe country. Yeah. So the difference between migrating to a Europe country and non-Europe country, I always told you guys, Europe country allows you to use one's visa and navigate all around. I mean, travel to all Schengen zone, like all Europe countries. But in non-Schengen country, you are stuck in a particular visa. Do you understand? If you don't understand, ask me. Until you apply for other visas, then you can always move. Do you get? So that's the difference why you have also always tell you, oh, this is a Schengen country and this is not a Schengen boundary. So you know which of them that suits your energy or which of them you are going for. Then we also have a TRC available for Finland. Those of you that are interested in going in for Finn, you want a bigger country, you want to do more. Finn is actually a very good intentional country. They are stable, they're accommodating, but remember they are not English speaking country. They're known to be Finn language or Finnish language, the way you guys are. Either you call it Finn language or Finnish language, they're same. So anyways, they are very good, they're intentional, they pay very well, but mind you, they can be very expensive. The only thing that is quite cheap in Finland is just studying. Yeah, their studying is very cheap. I know a lot of you will be surprised. Studying in Finland is one of the cheapest thing you can always buy of, like very, very low tuition fee. You can check your Google, I don't talk much. Anyways, so that's it for Finland. Then we also have a TRC available also for Belgium. Hi from Netherlands. Oh, hi, how are you? Those are coming newly, guys are welcome, Jerry. When you come in any of the platform, you're welcome. All you need to do, you follow, like, go through our page, get to see different visa packages we have open and ongoing. If you're interested in them, send us a DM, and also help us by tapping on the screen. So that's what's going to promote our page. So anyways, you guys already know the particular visas package we do, right? Check on our screen. We do work visas here, we do family relocation, conference visas, temporary location, and all of those. Okay, please, when you come in, follow, like, go through our page. We also process conference visas, study visas. When it comes to study, we only have 4 categories of study. We do the BSc program, master's program, vocational study, and all of that. So let's move on. Then we also have a TRC available for UK. That's temporary location visa available for UK. Those of you that are interested in going in for UK, if you want a very intentional country, you can always go in for UK. They are very intentional. They are good, they are stable, and they are not accommodating. So that's the reason why a lot of people always migrate to UK every season. So if you are going for that, we have it open and ongoing, and they pay very well. All right, so let's move on. But mind you, they can be very expensive. Then we also have a TRC available for Sweden. Those of you that are interested in going in for Sweden, one of the good intentional countries. Also, Sweden is very good. They are stable, accommodating, they are not racist, and all of that. You have a reason why most people migrate to Sweden, right? Besides, they pay very well. They're known to be kind of organized kind of country, like very posh anyways. Let's just use that word. But mind you, they can be very expensive countries, so just know that part if you're going in for Sweden. All right. Then we also have a TRC available for Louisburg. Those of you that are interested in going into a bigger country can go in for Louis. Louis is very good. They pay well, all of that, but just that they're quite generally known to be an expensive country. They can be that expensive just like Switzerland, but they're very intentional country. I mean, they're good, they're accommodating and all of that. So you have nothing to be concerned about if you're going in for Louisburg, all right? Then we also have a TRC available for Ireland. Those of you that are interested in an English-speaking country only, just going for Ireland and thank us later. They're a very intentional country and they're quite closer to Scotland. So those of you that want to access Scotland without stress, just migrate to Ireland, and then you find your way to Scotland very easy. And also, what is about them? Yeah, they're English-speaking country, and also they're very fast in issuing resident, and they're actually open to asylum. Those of you that are always going for asylum, I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. So let's move on. Then we also have a TRC available for France. If you're interested in a very small country, you don't want to do much, just going for France. They're very intentional, small country, but just that they're not English speaking country. They need to be French speakers. All right, they're accommodating, they're stable, they're not racist. Families allowed to travel with you. You can navigate your ways. You have so much reason why you should be migrating to France. France is very good. One of the easy countries to get in your resident, that's France. One of the country you have a lot of Africans, blacks in there, that's France. One of the country that does not discriminate and very cheap, or let's just say affordable. I don't like using the word cheap. I'll just say the standard of living is kind of affordable. You understand what I mean, right? Not that extra expensive compared to some countries. I mean some expensive bigger countries. So anyways, let's move on. But they are not English speaking country. That's the thing that's keeping there. Hi, hello. Those are coming in from any of the platforms. You guys are welcome. Either you're coming in from Facebook or you're coming in from Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. You guys are welcome. When you come in, all you need to do, you follow, like, go through our page, get to see different visa packages we have open and ongoing. If you're interested in them, send us a DM. All right, so let's move on. So these are TRs available for Norway. If you want an average country, you don't want to do much, you can always go in for Norway. They're very intentional country. They pay you well, they're stable, accommodating, and all of that. Families allowed to travel with you on this. You can navigate your ways, you can extend your visa stay. So you have a lot of reason why you should be migrating to Norway every season. So it's not that tough country. They are very good. I mean, they're stable and all of that. So if you're interested, we have it open and ongoing also. All right. Then we also have a TRC available for Canada. Those of you that are interested in migrating to Canada, you can always go in for this. They are accommodating, they are stable, and all of that. Family is allowed to travel with you. I don't know what's wrong with my network. It's just fluctuating, going off and on. Let me drop and come back again. It's just moving off and on. It's not stable. Yeah, I want to check this one too. Okay. Hi, hello. Those are coming from this site. You guys are welcome. Please, when you come in, follow, like, go through our page. Get to see different visa packages we have open and ongoing. And if you're interested in of them, send us a DM. We'll send our requirements and our cost. All right. So let's move on. Okay. So let's go on. Right. So we have it open and ongoing for Canada. If you're interested in going in for Canada, Canada is very good. They are stable, they're accommodating, and they are not racist. All right, I'm just trying to do some adding up. That's why I'm close to the system. So any of the platform you are joining us from, you're welcome. Either you're coming in from Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, you're welcome. When you come in, all you need to do, you follow, like, go through our page, get to see different visa packages we have open and ongoing. If you're interested in them, send us a DM. We'll send our requirements and also we'll send you our cost. All right. So we have different categories. We process to Schengen countries and different Schengen countries also. Process to UK, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and all of that. Portugal, Germany, Belgium, Switzerland, Sweden, Denmark. Okay, so when you come in, follow, like, go through our page, get to see different visa packages we have open and ongoing. Let's move on. Then we also have a TRC available for Italy. Those of you that are interested in going in for smaller countries, you can always go in for Italy. They're very good. They are stable, they're accommodating, and they're not racist. Also, they are welcoming. Family is also allowed to travel with you on this. You can navigate your ways, you can extend your stay. So if you're looking at a very small, intentional, cheap country you want to go in for, then you can always go in for Italy. But mind you, they're not English-speaking country, right? They're Italian. I mean, the language of country is kind of Italian. So that's just it. Let's move on. Then we also have a TRC available for New Zealand. Those of you that are interested in going into a very intentional country, New Zealand is open. They are good, they are stable, they are not racist, and they are accommodating. So that's the reason why lots of people always migrate to New Zealand. So if you're looking at such good one, you can always go in for that and thank us later. They are very intentional country. And also they are welcoming and they are English speaking countries. So if you're looking at such one, you can always go in for that. Then we also have a TRC available for Australia also. You guys already know Australia operate just like New Zealand. So that's the reason why lots of people always going for that. Families allowed to travel with you. You can navigate your ways. You can extend your stay. So if you're looking at such good intentional country you want to go in for, then you can always go in for Australia. They are good. They are stable. They are accommodating. So you have nothing should be concerned about. All right. Then we also have a TRC available for Portugal. Those of you that are interested in going into a bigger country, you don't want small countries, you can always go in for Portugal. Portugal is very good. One of the welcoming country, a lot of people migrate to every season here and there. They pay very well, but mind you, they are not English speaking country. They are meant to be Portuguese. So if you're interested in that, we have it open and ongoing as well. Then we also have a TRC available for Belgium. If you're interested in going into Belgium, you want to do more, you want an extra good one, then you can go in for Belgium. They're a very intentional country. They're stable, they're not racist, and they're welcoming. All right. Family is also allowed to travel with you. You can navigate your ways. So if you're looking at such good country, you can always go in for Belgium and thank us later. They're not that bad. Then we also have a TRC available for Lithuania. Those of you that are interested in going in for Lithuania, you want a very small, good country, you can always go in for Lithuania. Lithuania is very good. One of the intentional good country. A lot of people migrate to every season here and there. Besides, they pay very well. They are not that bad and all of that. You can always go in for Lithuania and thank us later. All right. So that's the reason why most people always migrate to Lithuania. So if you're okay with that, we have it open and it's ongoing as well. Families allowed to travel with you. You can navigate your ways. You can extend your stay. So if you're looking at such country, they are open and they're not bad. Okay. So let's move on, guys. Sorry, I'm adding up to the screen. That's why you're seeing it very close to the scene. Then we also have a TRC that is temporary location available for Germany. If you're interested in going into a bigger country, you want to do more, then you can go in for Germany. Germany is very good. They are stable, welcoming, and all of that. Family is allowed to travel with you on this. You can navigate your ways. You can extend your stay. So if you're looking at a very small, intentional country you want to go in for, just go in for Germany and thank us later. So you have nothing to be concerned about anyways if you're going in for that. So let's move on together. Then we also have a TRC available for Canada. Those of you that are interested in going into a bigger country, you want a very big intentional country, just going for Canada. Canada is very good. They are stable, accommodating, and they are not racist. Families allowed to travel with you. You can navigate your ways. You can extend your visa stay, so you have nothing to be concerned about. So most of the time, we have a lot of offers when you are going in for Canada, and they are English-speaking country if you're going in for that. Anyways, let's move on. Then we also have a TRC available for Estonia. Those of you that are interested in a smaller country, you just want a very small intentional country, you don't want to stress yourself, just going for Estonia. Estonia is very good. They are stable, they are accommodating, and they're not racist. Besides, they're one of the cheapest country anyone could always migrate to every season. So if you're looking at such good small country, then you can always go in for Estonia and thank us later. Alright, so let's move on. Then we also have a TRC available for UK. Those of you that are interested in migrating to United Kingdom, you don't want to do much, you don't want to stress yourself, you just want a very good intentional country you can go in for. Then you can always go in for UK. They're English speaking country. They are stable, accommodating, they are not racist, and they pay very well. So you have a lot of reason why you should be going in for UK. But mind you, they pay they pay a lot of tax. So most people will not want to go in for that offer, alright? So if you're interested in them, we have it. Then we also have a TRC available for Netherlands. Those of you that prefer a bigger country, you don't want small countries. Just going for Netherlands and thank us later. They are stable, accommodating, they are not racist and all of that. Family is allowed to travel with you. You can navigate your ways, you can extend your stay. So if you're looking at such intentional country you want to go in for, then you can always go in for Netherlands. They are very intentional, they're accommodating and they're not that bad. So let's move on. Then we also have a TRC available for Italy. Those of you that are interested in a smaller country, you don't want a bigger country, you're not used to a bigger country, you just want a very small, good, intentional country you could migrate to. Just going for Italy, they're very intentional, they're stable, they're accommodating, and they're not racist. And also remember, they do not pay very well. Yeah, we always tell you that they are Italian, all right? So anyways, they are good. Then we also have a TRC available for Switzerland. Those of you that prefer bigger country, you're not used to other smaller countries we have been talking about, then you can go in for Switzerland, one of the bigger countries that pays more better. They are stable, accommodating, they are not racist and all of that. Family is allowed to travel with you. You can navigate your ways, you can extend your stay. So if you're looking at a very good intentional country you want to go in for, then you can always go in for Swiss, okay? Then we also have a TRC available for Sweden. Those of you that are interested in going in for Sweden, you want to do more, you want a very good intentional country, then you can always go in for Sweden. They are very good. They are stable, accommodating, and they're not racist. They are good, they pay very well. Some of you are interested in going in for that offer, we have it. Then we also have a TRC available for Malta. You want a smaller country, you're not used to bigger countries, you just want a very small, good country you want to go in for, then you can always go in for Malta. They are very stable, they are good, they are accommodating, they are not racist, or let's say they are kind of English speaking country. A lot of people always migrate to every season. So if you're okay with that, we have it open and it's ongoing. So that's the reason why a lot of people always migrate to Malta every season. That's what I'll tell you mostly when you come on our stream, check on our page, get to see different visa package we have. We have the work visas, we have the family relocation, we have the temporary relocation visas, TRC, permanent relocation. We also process dependent visas, COS. So depending on which of them you are coming in, when you come in, check our page, get to see which of them that works. All right, yes, of course. Sir Matthew, yeah, we have a France visa. We have two categories for work visa for France. We have the skilled job, we have the unskilled jobs. Skilled jobs are those of you that are doctors, nurses, engineers, IT tech, chef. And the unskilled are those that do not have any of this qualification. All right, means you don't have any of the certificates. Talking about the construction workers, factory workers, laborers, food service attendants, retail salespersons, hotel jobs. These are open jobs. All right. The requirement for the visa is your international passport data page, passport photo, white background, your CV, which is your resume. Then you provide us with your offer letter if you're working, or you provide us with your employment letter or contract letter. Then if you're not working, you provide us with your business certificate or tax certificate that shows you're a business person. Then also if you're married, provide us with your marriage certificate, but if you're not married, no need. All right, so that's it. And the visa possibility 100%. Check on our page, you see our successful story there. They're actually very open. Then we also have a temporary location visa available for France. If you're interested in going in for the TRC, France is very good. But mind you, they're not English speaking country, they're French speakers, they're very good. What are the charges? We have three types of, when it comes to amount, we have three types of categories of services. We have the premium service, we have the standard service, we have the regular service. If you're going in for the premium and the standard, means you would want us to provide you accommodation and flight. That's like a VIP. Then if you're going in for the regular service, means you're going to provide the accommodation and flight yourself. All right, so that's the ranges of the, or should I say, the amount we have. When it comes to figure, you send us a DM, we'll send a requirement in our course. Sorry, you have to follow first before you send a DM. Or better still, you can follow us on a verified Instagram page, or you follow us on a verified Facebook page or YouTube channel, or verified same name. Either you send us a message on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, or you send us a Gmail, whichever which. Then we also have a TRC available for Norway. Those of you that are interested in an average country, you don't want to go into big country, just going for Norway. Norway is very good. Besides, they pay very well and they're very accommodating, they're stable, they are not racist. That's the reason why lots of people migrate to Norway every season. Okay. But mind you, they're not English speaking country, they're Norwegian. Those of you that are concerned. Then we also have a TRC available for Ireland. If you're interested in going into an English-speaking country only, you don't want any other choices, you just want to go into Ireland. Ireland is very good. One of the stable English-speaking country that pays very well. They are good, you know, they're accommodating, and also you can travel with your family. So that's the reason why most people always migrate to Ireland every season. But mind you, they can be very expensive in nature. So if you're interested in that, you can go for that. Yes, we had Norway. I'm very sure you heard me when I mentioned Norway. Check on our page, you're going to see that. What's the person's name again? Sam Matthew. Those that are coming here newly, I've said it. When you come in, check on our page. We process the smaller countries and bigger countries. For the smaller country, we process to Italy, France, Spain, Portugal. Portugal is a bigger country, sorry. Malta, all right? These are small countries. And the bigger countries are Germany, Belgium, Portugal, Poland, Switzerland, Sweden, Denmark, Norway, Australia, New Zealand. Sorry, what's it? I'm trying to message you, but it's not working. What does that mean? You have to follow here first, then you send us a DM. If you can't send a message on my TikTok, then you send us a message on Instagram. Our Instagram handle is posted there. Very simple. Then you send us a DM on Instagram. It's very clear, okay? So let's move on. Then we also have a TRC available for Finland. Those of you that are interested in going into a very intentional country, Finland is very good. They are stable, they are accommodating, they are welcoming, and they're not racist. And also they pay very well. So if you're looking at such good intentional country you want to go in for, just going for Finland and thank us later. So that's the reason why lots of boys migrate to Finland every season here and there. And they're accommodating. So you have nothing to be concerned about. So let's move on. Then we also have a TRC available for Poland. Those of you that are interested in going in for Poland, one of the good intentional country also. Poland is very accommodating and they are cool. You know, they are welcoming and you have nothing to be concerned about. You can always go in for this offer. They pay very well, they are stable, they are not racist. And remember, most of the job you get in Poland, either female or male, that is factory jobs. So if you're not okay with that, then you can go in for other choices. All right, they're very good intentional country. Then we also have a TRC available for Denmark. Those of you that are interested in a very good higher pay job, you want to do more, just going for Denmark. Denmark is very good. They are stable, accommodating, and they are welcoming. So if you're looking at a very higher pay job you want to go for and you want to settle down once and forget about traveling for a long period of time, then you can always go in for Denmark. Denmark is a very intentional country. All right, so that's it. Let's move on. Those are coming newly here, you guys are welcome. When you come in, all you need to do, you follow here, like, or you follow us on a verified Instagram page, or you follow us on a verified Facebook page or YouTube channel, all same name. The one on the Instagram is just same name, you add one. If you're interested in the visa package you want to reach us to, either you reach us via email, or email is actually there, yeah, same name, or reach us on our Instagram, or you reach us on our TikTok, DM, whichever which, or Facebook also you can easily DM, so you have an open platform to DM. So we also have here, this is a family relocation visa available for Ireland. If you're interested in an English speaking country, you want to do more, you want an extra higher pay job, just going for Ireland. They pay very well, they're English speaking country, they're stable, and they're not racist. Family is allowed to travel with you. You can navigate your ways, you can extend your visa stay, so you have nothing to be concerned about if you're going in for that. Then we also have a family relocation visa available for Iceland. Those of you that are interested in going in for ICE, one of the intentional country as well. Iceland is very good. They are stable, welcoming, and they are not racist, all right? They're accommodating. So you have nothing to be worried about. If you're looking at a very good intentional country you want to go in for, just go in for Iceland and thank us later. They pay very well and they're not that bad, okay? So let's move on. Then we also have a family relocation visa available for Switzerland. Those of you that are interested in going in for Switzerland, a very good intentional country. Swiss is very good. They pay you also very well. They are stable. They are not accommodating. They are not that bad. They are accommodating. So if you're looking at a higher paid job, just going for Switzerland, they are very good. All right. So you have nothing to be concerned about. Then we also have a family relocation visa available for Belgium. Belgium is actually very good intentional country. You can always go in for that. They are very stable and they are accommodating. Okay, so you have nothing to be concerned. No, we don't do. And what's this? Sorry, let me read it. This person said, "Is the payment done before?" No, you have to pay before we start your processing because embassy does not take free entry. I mean, whatever platform we are submitting on, we have to pay the platform so that they can give us access. So embassy does not take free before they attend to you. So if you want a free visa, then you can go into the embassy directly and tell them that they should process your visa. When the visa is out, you pay them. So that way, maybe it will help you. But here we don't because embassy does not give us a free visa. We have to pay for them to release their portal so that we can do submission. Then we also have a family relocation visa available for Netherlands. Those of you that are interested in going into a bigger country, you don't want to do much, you just want a very big, extra country. Just going for Netherlands, they're very good. Generally known to be Dutch-speaking country and they're intentional country, so you have nothing to be concerned about. Netherlands is actually a very accommodating country. A lot of people migrate to the Netherlands every season, so you can always pick in this. All right, so you have nothing to be worried about. Then we also have a family relocation visa available for Finland. Those of you that are interested in going in for Finn, you want to do more, you want an extra big country, then you can always go in for Finland. Mind you, they are not English speaking country, they're meant to be Finnish language, but they are very intentional country. They pay you very well. And the good thing about them is that studying in Finland can be very cheap, I mean very affordable. Those of you that always prefer going into bigger country to study, then you can always choose Finland. All right, it pays very well. I mean, they're very cool. So we also have a family relocation available for France. If you want a smaller country, you don't want to do much, just going for France. France is very good. One of a smaller intentional country with a lot of benefit. They are very accommodating, they are stable, and they're not that bad. So you can always go in for France and thank us later, all right? So you have nothing to be concerned about. Besides, they are very good in issuing residents. But mind you, they're not English speaking country, they're French. Then we also have a family relocation visa available for Spain. If you want a very intentional country, just going for Spain. Spain is very intentional. They are welcoming, they're not that bad. Families are allowed to travel with you and you can navigate your way. Sorry, I have a question again by the same person. I mean, outside the visa fee, do we pay for the service after the visa then approved? I don't understand that. Like I mentioned, if you are going in, we have three services. We have the premium service, we have the standard service, we have the regular service. If you are going in for the premium and the standard services, that's our VIP. Means you are paying us for your accommodation, you are paying for flight, we have to provide that because you pay for the services, all right? But if you are going in for the smaller one, which is the, what's it called? Regular service, means you have to pay those stuffs yourself. So it depends on what you want. Whichever services you pay for, that's what you get from us. Do you get? Good. Then we also have other documents we provide, immigration service documentation. We also provide what's it called, insurance letter and all of that. We also pay on platforms to get those documents done and sent to us. Is that clear? All right, so that's it. Then we also have family relocation available for Luxembourg. So I have another question. For the regular services, after paying for the visa fee, do we need to pay after visa is approved? I don't understand what you're saying. We have a particular amount you pay for. Do you understand? So we'll just send it to you. When you send us a message, we'll send the requirements and costs. You go through them, whichever suits you, then you go for the service. It's very simple. I don't know if you understand me. All right, so we have a family relocation available for Luxembourg. Those of you that are interested in going in for Louis is actually a very intentional country. They are quite expensive country. Remember, that's why I always tell you, if you don't want to go in for bigger country, go in for smaller country. They are good, they are stable, they are not that bad. Just that their standard of living is quite very cheap and their salary package is always very low. While the bigger country pay you more better and their salary package is always always very high, but just that their standard of living can be extra. So just note which one matches your energy or which one you are okay with to deal. Okay, so let's move on. Then we also have a family relocation available for UK. Those of you that are interested in going in for United Kingdom, you want an extra good country that are English speaking country, then you can go in for UK. UK is very good. They're stable, accommodating, and they're not racist. All right, so they're welcoming, but just that they can be very expensive in nature because they depend on tax. They get to pay federal tax, they get to pay what's it called, primary tax, province tax, residence and all of that. So they can be very extra. Okay, I'll respond to your message once I'm done. Thank you. Then we also have a family relocation visa available also for Malta. These are for those of you that are interested in a smaller country. You don't want to do much. You just want a very small, intentional, English-speaking country you can go in for. Then you can always go in for Malta. They're very intentional. They are stable. They're not that bad and all of that. You have a lot. You can always benefit from them. Family is allowed to travel with you. You can navigate your ways. So if you're looking at such good country, then you can always go in for Malta. All right. Then we also have a family relocation available for Portugal. Those of you that are interested in going in for Portugal, Portugal is a very good intentional country. They pay you very well. They are stable, they are accommodating and all of those, but they can be very expensive in nature. And mostly we always tell you, if you're a business person and an entrepreneur, you're looking at whereby you want to continue your business internationally, just going for Portugal. So you have so much to benefit, all right? So you have nothing to be concerned about. Then we also have a family relocation available for Denmark. Those of you that are interested in going into a very intentional touched country that pays more better, you can always go in for Denmark. Denmark operates similar just like Switzerland, and they are very good. But mind you, they are not English speaking country, they are Danish, all right? Most of you that always ask about that. Yeah, they are not English speaking country, but they are good. They are stable, they are accommodating, they are welcoming, and they are not racist. So you have so much reason why you should be going in for Denmark, all right? Then we also have a family relocation available for Estonia. These are for those of you that are interested in a smaller country. You don't want to do much. Just going for Estonia. Estonia is very good. One of the smaller affordable country. And also they are quite closer to Finland. So you have a lot of benefits why you should be migrating to Estonia, because you can easily access Finland without stress. So you can always go in for this. And also remember the slide package is not always very high. Okay. Then we also have a family relocation visa available for Sweden. So I have a question. They still speak English in Denmark despite they speak Danish? No, they don't speak English. It's not an English country. What's the person named? Testy. Testy, I'm telling you, it's not an English speaking country. It's generally known to be Danish speaking. They don't speak English at all. Do you know what that means? Means that people that are in the country, they do not understand English. You have to use a Google translating to do that. All right. So I'm telling you, we that is in Europe, we are telling you how it works. Okay, good. You could just type in your Google map and check it that and check that. Let me not come and speak one. The only country that has an English speaking is Netherlands. Netherlands has 80%, not even 100. 80 even to 70% that communicate in English, means that are exposed, that can really understand you when you speak English. Remember when I tell you not 100% means not everybody that you meet in the Netherlands that even understand come. So 70 or 80%, a little bit can really understand you in English. That is Netherlands precisely. But when you're talking about Denmark, none. They are English, they are Danish speaking, means they do not understand English. I'm telling you, and I'm not arguing with you, I'm telling you the fact, because most of these customers, you just feel like you know, but you don't know anything. We are telling you with experiences. Then Denmark does not speak English. They don't have a slight line of English. They don't even have a 20% that understand English. These are should I say purely Danish. And before they issue you their residence, you have to study Danish. Why Netherlands, before they issue you that resident, you don't need to study Dutch, because they understand. Whatever embassy, immigration dealing with you, they understand what you are saying. But in Denmark, they don't even understand you. Means you have to pass through the process of studying Danish before you even apply for their resident, so that then too they can understand what you are saying. That's how it is. Do you understand? Good. So when they tell you a country does not understand English, means that even the higher ranker in that country does not understand English. Means when you want to communicate with them, especially when you want to get a resident with them, you have to translate your documents to Danish so that they can digest it. Why in Netherlands you don't need to translate your document to Dutch, because they understand English. Do you get? Good. So they don't understand English. They are not English speaking country. What's the person's name again? Tasty. They are not English speaking country. They are Danish. So when you go to where people are, don't say that so that they will not like laugh at you like it's funny. Do you understand? Netherlands only speak English, which is 70% or even 80%, because 80% like is like overall. So let's just say 70% or even 75% of the Netherlands understand English, because they are previously known as Holland, and you have a lot of English speaking that migrated to Netherlands that makes them exposed. Do you get? Good. So, and the good thing also about them is that when you are presenting your documents you want to get in their residence, you don't even need to study Dutch. That's why you see a lot of people having that advantage of getting documents easily in the Netherlands compared to the Denmark. It's just like you telling someone that Norwegian understand a little bit of English. When Norwegian and Denmark, they are same brothers. Norway, Denmark, Sweden, these are three brothers. Person making me to scream. These are three connected close countries, and all of them don't even understand English. Denmark speak Danish, Norway speak Norwegian, Sweden speak Danish, and mixed up with all of that. All right, so good. Thank you. Let's move on, guys. Then we also have a winter work visa available for Canada. Those of you that are interested in an English-speaking country only, you don't want to stress yourself, you just want a very good intentional English-speaking country, then you can go in for Canada. They are very good. They are stable, they are accommodating, and they are not racist. And also they pay very well. That's a good thing why most people always migrate to Canada. So if you're okay with an English-speaking country 100%, you can go in for Canada. But mind you, they are not Europe country, all right? So before someone will come and ask me and tell me that they are Europe country, Canada is not a Schengen country, okay? So let's move on. Then we also have your winter work visa available for Estonia. If you're interested in a smaller country, you don't want to do much, just going for Estonia. They're very good. They are stable, they're accommodating, and all of those. But also note that they are small country means that they don't pay very well. Most of the smaller country pay you less, while the bigger country pay you more. So we always tell you that so you get to understand which of the country you are going for and how it works as well. Then we also have a winter work visa available for Belgium. Those of you that are interested in migrating to Belgium, one of the good intentional country, they're actually closer to Germany and they're very good. And also they allow you to do multiple jobs, means they allow you to multitask. And remember, they are not English speaking country, all right? Their general country is known to be French speaking or also German, so they have mix. So if you're interested in that, we have it open and it's ongoing as well, okay? If you're going in for this badge. Then we also have a winter work visa available for UK. Those of you that are interested in an English-speaking country only. You don't want to stress yourself. You just want a very good English-speaking country. Then you can go in for UK. UK is very good. 100% English-speaking country. They're accommodating. They are stable and all of that. But they can be very expensive in nature. Means that they pay a lot of tax. Or let's just say they depend on tax. That's why they are quite expensive. But outside that, they're very intentional countries. So if you're interested, it's open and it's ongoing as well. Then we also have a winter work visa available for Germany. Those of you that are interested in an extra good country, just going for Germany. Germany is very good. I told you guys they pay well. They allow you to do multiple jobs. They are stable. They are not bad. And they are not racist also. So that's the reason why most people always migrate to Germany every season. Or mind you, they are not English speaking country in case you want to know. Then we also have a winter work visa available for Portugal. Those of you that are interested in migrating to Portugal, you want to do more, you want a country whereby you continue your business internationally, you want a country that is quite exposed and all of those, then you can always go in for Portugal. But mind you, they're not English speaking country, they're meant to be Portuguese, all right? But they're intentional country. I mean, they're a country with a lot of benefits. You can always continue your business in Portugal. They are not racist, they're accommodating, and they're cool. So if that works for you, that's fine. We have it open and ongoing. Those that are coming newly, guys, are welcome. Hi, hello, everybody. If you're coming in from any of the platforms, because I'm streaming on most of 3 platforms right now, when you come in on our channel, all you need to do, you follow, like, go through our page, get to see different visa packages we have open and ongoing. If you're interested in any of them, send us a DM. Either you follow here, or you follow us on our verified Instagram page, or you follow us on our verified Facebook page. If you want to send us a DM, you can send us a DM on Instagram or on Facebook, same name, all right, or YouTube channel, whichever. You can always message us, or even you send us a Gmail, we'll respond to you. Do you understand? Good. So you're welcome. So let's move on. So we have your winter work visa available for Lithuania. If you're interested in a smaller country, you don't want to do much, you just want a very small intentional country, just going for Lithuania. Lithuania is very good. They are stable, they are accommodating, they are not racist, and they pay you not very well, but they are good. And remember also, Lithuania is one of those countries that is sharing border between them and Poland. So that's the reason why lots of people always migrate to Lithuania every season. So if you're interested in that, you can always go in for Lithuania and thank us later. They are very small country but with good intention. Then we also have a winter work visa available for Australia. Those of you that are interested in a bigger country, you just want to do extra good country, then you can go in for Australia. Australia is very good. But mind you, they are not Europe country. I mean, they are not Schengen, all right? So if you're interested, they are good. And they are English-speaking country. They are exposed. They pay you very well. You have lots of your Africans migrate to Australia every season. So if you're okay with that, we have them open and it's running as well. So let's move on. Then we also have a winter work visa available for Netherlands. Those of you that are interested in migrating to a country with a lot of benefits, just going for Netherlands and thank us later. They're very good. They are stable, they're accommodating, and all of that, all right? They pay very well. So if you're looking at such good country, just going for Netherlands. And kindly note that Netherlands is not 100% English-speaking country. So those of you that always argue with your box, listen. Netherlands is not 100% English speaking country. They're 80 or 75%. Means not everybody understand your English. So when you're migrating, they just have that at the back of your mind. But outside that, they're very intentional country. They are good, they are stable, they are welcoming, and they pay very well. That's what matters. All right. So let's move on. Then we also have a winter work visa available for New Zealand. Those of you that are interested in an extra good country, you want a higher pay job, you want to do more, just going for New Zealand. New Zealand is very good. It's intentional country, one of the countries a lot of people migrate to every season here and there. Yeah, and remember they operate just like Australia, means they can be very expensive as well, but they are good and they're also stable. I mean, the economic system is not fluctuating just like other countries. Then we also have a winter work visa available for Malta. Those of you that are interested in going in for Malta, Malta is very good. One of the intentional English speaking, a lot of people migrate to every section, or should I say every season. They are very intentional. They are good, they are stable, they are not racist, and they are welcoming, and they pay you also very, very well. So if you're looking at such country, you can go in for Malta. And also if you're looking at a country whereby you would want to do your study maybe in the future, or you want to study later, or you want to study maybe in the after run, whichever, that's Malta, because studying in Malta can be very cheap. I mean, they are not that expensive and alarming tuition fee. All right. So let's move on. Then we also have seasonal work visa available for Portugal. Remember I mentioned to you guys, seasonal work means whichever season that comes around, you are still working on the particular company. Like we have a winter season right now ongoing, we have a summer, we have the spring, and also we have the autumn. 4 seasons that runs the year. So whichever season comes in, you are still operating in that same company. So that's what I always refer to, seasonal work visa. So we have it open and ongoing for Portugal. Like I mentioned, if you're interested in a very good intentional higher pay job, just come in using this one. And mind you, they are not English speaking country, they are Portuguese. Okay. Then we also have a seasonal work visa available for New Zealand. Those of you that are interested in an extra good English speaking country, just going for New Zealand and thank us later. New Zealand is very good. They are accommodating, they are stable, and you have a lot, you can always benefit from them. They operate just like Australia, but mind you, they are not Schengen country. I mean, they are not part of the Europe, all right, but they are good. Then we also have a seasonal work visa available for Denmark. Those of you that are interested in going into Denmark, you want to do more, you want a very good intentional country, just going for this. They're also very good. They operate just like Switzerland and they pay you very well. Remember, they can be very expensive in nature. Yeah, when a country pays well, they can be generally known to be an expensive country. But outside that, they are not English speaking country. All right, they are Danish. So just know that part, please, when you're migrating. Then we also have a seasonal work visa available for Malta. Those of you that are interested in an English country only, just going for Malta, they're generally known to be 100% English speaking, so you have nothing to be concerned. If you're somebody that is scared of language barrier, just going for Malta, they are good. And also, mind you, they are smaller country, means you should not be expecting an extra higher pay job. Like I always tell you, small country pay less, why bigger country pay more. Always know that part, all right? So you don't just migrate to a small country and you be like, okay, you should be expecting a whole sum of amount. No, it does not work that way. They pay according to the economic system, okay? Then we also have a seasonal work visa also available for Estonia. If you're interested in a small country as well, they are stable, they are good, and also they allows you to do a lot of things. Means they are very fast in issuing TRC, that's temporary resident, of course. And when you get in their temporary resident, you can easily access Finland because they share a border between them and Finland. So that's the reason why you have a lot of immigrants always jumping into this country every season. It's a very good country with benefits. It's a small country, but trust me, you're actually in for a good thing. When a country is closer to Finland, what else are you looking for? It's not just to go grab in their resident and do what, take your work. You know, that's how good or beneficiary or interesting they can be. Okay, for those of you that are concerned. Then we also have a seasonal work visa available for Germany. If you're interested in a very good intentional one, Germany is actually very good. Those that are coming in and I'll repeat myself, Diamond, you're welcome. When you come in, all you need to do, you follow here, like, or you follow us on our verified Instagram page, or you follow us on our verified Facebook page, or you follow us on our verified YouTube channel, all same name. The one on the Instagram is just name, same name, then you add one, all right? If you're interested in the visa package, you send us a DM. Either you send us a DM on TikTok or you send us a DM on Instagram. If you cannot send us a DM on TikTok, send us a DM on Instagram. You'll see our Instagram handle posted on the profile. Or you send us a message on Facebook, all same name. Do you understand? If you cannot DM us on TikTok, then you can DM us on Instagram or you can DM us on Facebook. You can always reach out. Then also, if you don't want to use DM, you can reach out using the email. Our email is also posted there, so we make it easier for you to reach out. All right, using all the platform and they're all verified. I mean, whichever one you're using, make sure that verified page before you send your message, so you'll be able to reach to the direct source. Okay, so that's it. Then when it boils down to how much, we have 3 services. I will explain. We have the premium one, we have the standard, we have the regular. If you are going in for the premium and the standard, means that you want us to provide you accommodation, flight, airport transfer, all of those siriri, in it. But if you're going in for the regular, means you have to provide those yourself. Do you get? Because you do not pay for those services. So that's how it works. So you choose if you want the VIP service or if you want the literal, like you want just to do your thing yourself. Okay. So when it comes to figure, we always send it to inbox. Like when you send us a DM, then we'll send it to you. Like I said, if you cannot send us a DM on TikTok, send us a DM on Instagram. Our Instagram handle is posted here. Same name, just add one. Or better still, send us a DM on what? Facebook, same name. So it's easier that way. Or you send us a Gmail. So you have so many ways to reach out. So let's move on, guys. So we also have a seasonal work visa available for Spain. Those of you that are interested in a smaller country, you are not used to all this bigger country we have been talking about for the past how many minutes. Just going for Spain, they are very intentional, they are welcoming, they are cheap. And I told you guys a recent update for Spain, right? When you migrate to Spain and just stay just 1 year, you are allowed to get in your residence, which is a good thing. And imagine you getting your residence in a particular country, especially just like Spain, means that you're allowed to use that same residence to fly into any of the Europe countries. Remember, only Europe countries. Before some of you think that you want to use your Spain visa to travel to Australia, because I don't know the way you guys calculate things. That's why we have details to explain this thing whenever you see us on stream. Means that if you get your resident in Spain, as small as Spain is, you can use this Spain resident to do what? Travel to other countries that are bigger than Spain. If you don't understand, ask me again. So it's actually a very good intentional country, all right? But the only challenge is that they do not pay very well. I mean, their salary package is not always very high, because we'll tell you the blunt truth. Yeah, they don't pay very well, but they're stable. And the also second challenge is that they are not English speaking country, they're Spanish. If you don't understand, ask. Then we also have a seasonal work visa available for Poland. Those of you that are interested in factory jobs only, you just cannot take any other job, you prefer factory jobs, then you can just come and message us for Poland. Poland, we have a lot of factory jobs ongoing, both male and female are allowed to deal. All right, and also they pay you very well. But mind you, they are not English speaking country, they are Polish. All right, that's their language. So if you're not okay with that, you can choose other English speaking country like Canada, UK, Australia, New Zealand, Ireland, Netherlands. Is a fair enough English speaking country. All right, so let's move on, guys. Then we also have a seasonal work visa available for Belgium. Those of you that are interested in a country that looks just like Germany, you are used to all these countries that is actually very cool, then you can also go in for Belgium. Belgium is very good. They are stable, accommodating, they pay very well, and they allow you to do multiple jobs. That's what matters. They are flexible. And also know that they are not English speaking country when it comes to disadvantage, because each of the country, I will still tell you the advantage and the disadvantage here. I will tell you the A and the D, so you know your selection, whichever country you're going for. You'll be like, okay, she actually explained this thing to me, I think I'm okay, I'm good to go. Anyways, when it comes to this, how good they are, and also the disadvantage that they are not English speaking country. They are what? German speakers, and also they are French. Let's just say they're a mix of two languages, but mostly you see them speaking French and also German in Belgium. You don't understand, ask me. But outside that, they're very good, and also they share a very close border between them and Germany. So let's just say if you're in Belgium, you actually throw your stone to Germany, means you can easily connect to Germany without stress. You don't even need a visa. That's actually, they're like neighbors. You can even say hi to someone that is in Germany if you're in Belgium. Okay, you can check your Google map. I don't care, I'll just refer you to Google map. Then we also have a seasonal work visa available for Netherlands. Those of you that are interested in a bigger touched country, you are used to a very good intentional country. You're not used to this smaller country I've been talking about. Just going for Netherlands and time cost later. They're very good. They are stable, accommodating, they pay well, they are not racist. That's the reason most people always migrate to Netherlands every season, every section. Yeah, they're one of those countries you have so much to benefit from them without stress. And mind you, they are not generally known to be English speaking. In fact, their language as a whole is known to be Dutch. But just as 70 or 75% or 80% communicate in English, means that they can understand you when you speak English. So don't go there and be thinking they don't understand. They do 80-70%, but their language is generally known to be what? Dutch. And they pay very well, and they also allow you to multiple tasks. I mean, do more than 2-3 jobs, and you are allowed to come in with your family. So those of you that are married and you want to dive in with your family, you're allowed in Netherlands. Then we also have a seasonal work visa available for Lithuania. If you're interested in a smaller country, you don't want to do much, you just want a very small, good, peaceful zone, just going for Lithuania and Tankos later. They're very intentional, they are cheap country. I will explain. They are very small, affordable country without stress. Standard of living is very cheap. I mean, that's what entails when it comes to cheap environments. Then also know that they're very closer to Poland. You can just check your Google map, and they're also closer to Sweden. So that's the reason why a lot of tourists migrate to Lithuania every season, and also they pay you well, but not so very well compared to bigger country, because small country does not pay very well. They don't pay well, so don't be carried away. Then we also have a seasonal work visa available for UK. Those of you that are interested in going into United Kingdom, we prefer an English speaking country. There are two, okay. Just going for UK and 10 course later, they're very good. They are stable, accommodating, and they're not racist. But mind you, UK can be expensive because these guys pay a lot of tax. They pay non-tax. You know, those of you that are not aware how it goes, yeah, when you're migrating to UK and you are not comfortable in paying tax to some one country, you can always go into other country. All right, so that's just it. Let's move on. Then we also have a seasonal work visa available for France. Those of you that are interested in migrating to France, one of the intentional country, you can always go in for France and 10 course later. They are good. They are stable, they're accommodating, and they're not racist. All right. So if you're looking at such good country you want to go in for, you can go in for France and 10 course later. Please, those that are coming newly, you guys are welcome. When you come in, all you need to do, you follow, like, go through our page, get to see different visa packages we have open and ongoing. If you're interested in them, send us a DM, or you follow us on our verified Instagram page, or you follow us on our verified Facebook page or YouTube channel, or same name. If you cannot send us a DM on TikTok, you send us a DM on Instagram. If you cannot send us a DM on Instagram, you send us a DM on Facebook. If you cannot send us a DM on Facebook, you send us an email. All right, so you have all riot access to actually reach out. So let's move on. Then also we have a seasonal work visa available for Australia. Those of you that are interested in a bigger country, an English speaking country at that, you can always go for Australia. They're very intentional, they're good. Yeah, they pay you very well, and also they're accommodating. But mind you, they're generally known to be expensive country. Means if you don't have enough fun, I see no reason why you should be migrating to Australia, right? That's what I always tell you. If you cannot go in for small bigger country, going for smaller countries. I'll just list out the two categories of countries. You can just choose. If you're going in for the smaller country, means you can choose between Italy, France, Spain, Lithuania, Estonia, Latvia, Malta, Romania. These are cheap environments. Standard of living is very cheap. They are cheap, they are not expensive, they are good. But if you are going in for a bigger country, those are sending messages, I'm seeing them, don't worry, I'll respond to you once I'm done the live streams. If you are going in for bigger countries, then you can go in for Germany, you can go in for Portugal, Poland, Switzerland, Sweden, Denmark, you know, Norway, what's it called? Not Malta, sorry. Australia, UK, Canada, Canada, New Zealand. These are bigger countries. Luxembourg, they are big countries. The only difference, like I tell you, the bigger country pay more better, while the smaller country pay lesser. So always note this part if you are traveling. A lot of you just want to fly. You want to, where are you flying to? Do you understand? Before you fly out of your comfort zone, get to understand, okay, is this country going to settle me fast? Am I going to be fine? That's what matters. It's not when you come, you pack your baggages and you're flying. Always do those things. That's why I always tell you, if you have enough fun, go for bigger countries, easier to settle down once. But if you don't, go for smaller countries, also very good for you as well. You meet at least small people that will be able to help. Do you understand? So that's how it works, okay? Let's move on. Then we also have a seasonal work visa available for Luxembourg. Those of you that are interested in migrating to Louis, one of the good intentional country that pays very well. But these guys can be very expensive as well. You know, when a country, I told you, when a country pays or offers well, they also want to take a deduction using tax. You understand? So Luxembourg pays you well, and also they can be expensive because they take a lot of tax. But outside which they are good country. I mean, in their country, anyone would always want to settle down. Ola, thank you very much for the liking. Ola001. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Then we also have a seasonal work visa available for Finland. Those of you that are interested in migrating to Finn, one of the intentional country. Finn is actually a very good intentional country, but remember, they are not English speaking country. They're meant to be Finnish language, or you call them Finn language. That's the word, language. Okay, so anyways, they are very good, they are stable, they are accommodating, and they are not racist. They are welcoming, but mind you, they can be expensive also. The only thing that is quite cheap if you're migrating to Finland is studying. Studying in Finland can be very cheap. In fact, they are known to have the should I say, affordable tuition fee, or lowest tuition fee, the way you guys might understand. Ola, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ola. We appreciate. Then we also have a seasonal work visa available for Canada. Those of you that are interested in an English speaking country only. You don't want any other country. You are just used to only English speaking country. Just going to Canada and save me the stress of talking. They are English speaking country, they are very stable, they're accommodating, they are not racist, and they're welcoming. All right. So if you're looking at such good intentional country, maybe you're traveling once or you're traveling with your family, just going for Canada. Canada is very good. You have so much to benefit from them anyways. And also about Canada, note that it's easier for you to get in your PR. PR means permanent resident. Those of you that understand, good. And it's also easy for you to get in their passport. But remember, only through using two sections, which is section 1 through childbirth or section 2 through marriage. You understand? So let's move on. Please, those that are coming newly, guys, are welcome. Odogu 2-in-1. How are you? You are welcome. Anyways, anything that has to do with how much, we have 3 categories of processing. We have the premium package, we have the standard service, we have the regular. The premium and the standard service we provide or comes with accommodation and flights. So that's the figure. You send us a DM, we send a requirement and cost. Then the regular means you have to provide your accommodation flight yourself. All right. If you cannot reach us, please, those are coming in, you guys are welcome. Olayinka Umi, you're welcome. When you come in here, all you need to do, you follow here, like, or you follow us on a verified Instagram page, or you follow us on a verified Facebook page, or you follow us on a verified YouTube channel. If you're interested in the visa package and you want to reach out to us, if you cannot reach out to us using the TikTok here, reach out to us using the what's it called, Instagram. Our Instagram page is just on the profile. You just send us a DM on Instagram. All right. And if you're not on Instagram, you should be on Facebook. You send us a DM on Facebook. Our Facebook also is same name. They are all verified. And ensure the Instagram you're sending message to us is verified page that you message and followed. And the Facebook, ensure that it's verified that you message and followed. All right. Wow, my neck. Do you get? So when you come in here, follow, like. If you want to send us a DM, send us a DM on Instagram or Facebook. If you cannot reach us sending us DM on TikTok, just send us DM on Instagram or send us a DM on Facebook. Okay? Exactly. Thank you. So let's move on. So we also have a seasonal job visa available for Ireland. Those of you that are interested in an English country precisely. You don't want any other country. You just prefer an English-speaking country. Just going for Ireland. Ireland is very good. One of the English-speaking country. A lot of people migrate to every season. So if you're looking at such, you can go in for Ireland. And also know that they pay very well and they're accommodating. They're very fast in issuing documents. Especially those of you that you do migrate to a country. Yes, I say that, Odogu. You send us a message on Instagram. Instagram is same name. Just add one. Send us a message. Or better still, send us a message on Facebook. But follow in any of the platform. Like you follow here first. Do you understand, Odogu? Those are coming newly. Let me just say generally, you are welcome. When you come in, all you need to do is follow here, like. Or you follow us on a verified Instagram page. Same name. Or you follow us on a verified Facebook page. Same name. But just ensure you are following a verified page. Good. If you cannot send us a DM or message on TikTok, send us a message on Instagram or you send us a message on what's it called, Facebook. All right, thank you. Or you send us a Gmail. So you have so many ways to reach out. Exactly. So we're talking about Ireland anyways. Those of you that are interested in an English-speaking country only, remember, then you can go in for Ireland. They are very intentional. They pay you very well. Like these guys, they're very good. And they're accommodating. They are stable. They are not that bad. So if you're looking at such country you want to go in for, you can always go in for Ireland and thank us later. All right. Then we also have a seasonal work visa available for Sweden. Those of you that are interested in migrating to Sweden, one of the good countries as well. Sweden is very good, but mind you, they can be very expensive. You know, most of you want to migrate to a country, don't get to understand that some countries can be expensive while some can be cheap. That's why you hear us always tell you, if you want a cheap countries, just go in for Italy, Spain, France, Lithuania, Malta. You know, these are cheap countries. Libya, Romania, these are cheap environments. They are not that stressful. They are not that, breaking head. But if you want a small, a bigger country, the difference between the small and the bigger country I will explain. The smaller country pay you less salary, while the bigger country pay you more. That's the difference, because a lot of you don't get to understand. The bigger country are welcoming here, but they pay more better. Why the smaller country, they also welcoming, yes, but they pay you what? Lesser. And the smaller country, standard of living is very cheap, which is a very good thing. You know, most of the time when you're migrating to a country, the standard of living is very cheap. You're able to cope. Why the bigger country, the standard of living can be extra expensive. Do you understand? They pay you well and they also want to take part of it. You get Jack, you're welcome. Odogu, you're welcome. The bigger country also is expensive. That's what I say, that the bigger country is expensive. I don't know if this Odogu is hearing me or you just typing and typing. Bigger country is okay, but it's expensive. While the smaller country is lesser expensive. They are cheap. They are not expensive. Jack said, do you have a work permit for Europe? We have two categories of work visas. We have the skilled jobs, we have the unskilled. The skilled jobs are those that are doctors, nurses, engineers, IT tech, chef. These are skilled workers. While the unskilled workers are those that do not have any of this qualification. Talking about the construction workers, factory workers, drivers, food service attendants, retail salespersons, hotel jobs, cleaners. These are all unskilled jobs. Caregivers, forklifters, truck drivers. These are all open unskilled jobs. Do you understand? Good. So let's move on. Then we also have the seasonal job visa available for Sweden. Those of you that are interested in migrating to Sweden, you want a very intentional country that pays more better, just going for Sweden. But kindly know that they can be very expensive also, all right? Ola001, thank you very much for liking. Those are liking, thank you so very much. So let's move on. Those are joining, you guys are welcome. When you come, you know you need to do, you follow here, or you follow us on our verified Instagram page, or you follow us on our verified Facebook page or YouTube channel, whichever which. If you're interested in the visa package, send us a DM. Ola, thank you so very much. I appreciate you for today. Then we also have a business visa available for Ireland. Remember, I mentioned to you guys we have different categories. We have the work visas, we have the standard and what's it called, conference visas, standard visa. We have the family relocation. We have the study different packages. I will text you message later. Please, those are sending me message. If you cannot send a message on TikTok, that means if TikTok is not allowing you to drop message, because I have a lot of messages on TikTok that I have no response to, like it's filled up. So I have to go start, picking out. If you cannot send a message on our TikTok, please send us a message on Instagram, all right? Or you send us a message on Facebook. It's easier that way for you. I'll repeat myself. Those that want to send a message on TikTok, if you follow, you would want to send a message. If you cannot send a message on TikTok, because we have so many messages we have not responded to, send us on verified Instagram page, same name, or you send us a message on verified Facebook page, same name, all right? Thank you. Or YouTube channel, they're all same name. But I don't think you'll be able to send message on YouTube, right? Yeah, I don't think so. So this business visa available for Ireland. If you're interested in going using business, ensure that you're a business person. If you're not an entrepreneur, I don't see any reason why you'll be able to message using business riot. Do you understand? Business visa is basically for only those that are entrepreneur. You are into business, then you can go in for business visas, because there's something we always request for when you're going in for a business visa. You have to provide us your business certificate, or you have to provide us your tax certificate. So those two certificates will always upload it on the portal below. If you don't understand, ask me. Do you understand? So business visa is not for everybody. But if you're going in other riot, you can always go in using work visa, conference visa, study visa, or family relocation visa, or dependent visa. You have so many opportunities you can always use too. And the study visa, we always tell you that we have 4 categories of study. Let me just quickly chip in that before we proceed. We have 4 categories of study. We have the BSc, that's a bachelor's degree, and we have the master's, and also we have the vocational study, and we have the language course. These are 4 different categories of study, so it depends on which one you are actually going for. Okay, then we also have a business visa available for France. Those of you that are interested in a smaller country, remember I told you guys the benefit of migrating using a business visa is always a very easy way, because you're actually coming here to do your business, right? But better still, some people still comes in with business visa, and after a while they extend the business visa. They refuse to go home. They'll just be sending their goods home for them to sell. I don't know if you guys understand. Those that are into business already understand what I'm saying. They just come do their business partnership and all of that. They will not be sending their products home, for their family member to control. Then they will just stay in the country. They will be like, no need of going back. It's allowed. You can always extend your business visa to what? PR or resident. Ola, thank you so much. I don't know how to pay you for the liking. I said the only way I can maybe contract you for the liking. When you want to process visa with us, we'll give you the regular affordable price. So we also have a business visa available for Netherlands anyways. Those of you that are interested in going in for a bigger country, you want to do more. You are not used to all these smaller countries we have been talking about. You are a big person, just going for Netherlands. Netherlands is very good. How much is language visa? Oh, we have 4 categories of languages. We have the premium, sorry, we have the German language, we have the French language, we have the Finnish language, and also we have there's always 4. God, I'll start. We have the German, we have the Spanish, we have Finnish language, and also we have the French language. Yeah, that's it. So if you're going in for French visa, so if you're going in for Hola, yes, of course, yes, we'll give you affordable, we'll give you a bonanza kind of affordable offer if you're going in, if you're traveling using us. So anyways, for the language, person that is asking me the language, you know, choices, we have 4 categories of language. Either you're coming here to do your Spanish language or French or Finno, whichever. Yeah, that means you are interested in traveling to Spain. You have to choose one. Either you're interested in moving into Spain or you're going in for Canada. We have some parts of Canada that speak Spanish, and also we have some part of USA that speak Spanish, but mostly it's Spain you have to travel to. They are the ones that own that language. Those that are coming, Wumi, you're welcome. Olayinka Wumi. Those that are coming newly, you guys are welcome. When you come in, all you need to do, you follow, like, go through our page, get to see different visa package we have open and ongoing. Check on our screen, get to see different categories. If you're interested in them, send us a DM. We'll send our requirements and our cost. Remember, if you cannot send us a DM on TikTok, now I'm stating it because some people will still come and tell me they were not able to send, because we have a lot of messages on our TikTok and we're not done with replying them. I'll just take my time doing that. If you cannot send us a message on TikTok, send us a message on our Instagram. Same name, is all verified Instagram, all right? Or you send a message on our Facebook, verified, same name. You understand? That's the way you can reach. And also we have a page on YouTube, but I don't think you can be able to send a message on YouTube, right? So we have a business visa available for Belgium. Yeah, those of you that are interested in going for business visa or business riot, remember you have to be an entrepreneur, otherwise you cannot go in for this riot. You have to choose other riots. Either you choose work visa, conference, study, or dependent visa, or family relocation. Business visa is only for what? Entrepreneurs. I know what I'm saying, because a lot of you want to travel now and you come and tell me the business visa is only for those that are into business, because there's something we always request them to provide for us, which is their tax certificate or business certificate. Those are coming in from this platform, you guys are welcome. Hi, hello, how are you? So you're welcome. So let's move on. Then we have here work and study visa available. Okay, this France. We have this package for France. Those of you that are interested in going using the work and study, remember, work and study, you're allowed to work and same time study. If you don't understand, ask me. And also your dependent means if you're traveling with your husband or you're traveling with your wife, whoever is allowed to work. I will explain that part in details. Now, dependent means that you are traveling for work visas, right? Good. Or you're traveling for study visa, right? Now, the wife or the husband is the one having the certificate and he's the one that is going to study. Do you get? So any of them that is joining is not going to be dependent. Means that person is not going to attach on that document. That's always referred to dependent, because a lot of you always ask me, what do they always mean by dependent visa? So that's what it means. All right. So you learned something today. You always learn whenever you come to my stream. You guys know that part. That's why you always come to listen. A lot of you always learn a lot from my stream. Most of you get to learn that this country is quite expensive, this country is cheap. Even if you don't, there's no way you come to my stream that you don't pick anything. If you do not learn anything, tell me here you didn't learn. That means you're a liar. You must learn something on my stream. Anytime you guys come to me, you guys will even, some of you will come and tell me, oh, I didn't even know that they have the skill work and they have the unskill. Yes, here over they always have what we call skill jobs and unskill. So now you have learned that skill jobs are those that have certificates. In case you hear somebody talking about it, you'll be like, yes, of course you have to have a certificate, you have a little bit of experience. While the unskill are those that do not have certificates. Do you understand? So the skill, we always refer them to here as professionals, which is the doctors, the nurses, the engineers, the IT tech chef. And the unskilled are those that don't have certificates, means they did not go to school. It's not a bad thing. So here we always call them unskilled. Not like in Africa, you guys will call them illiterate, or you call them a bad name. No. Or you call them one kind of strong, hard name. No. Here we call them a pushed, portable name, unskilled. Do you get? So unskilled are those that do not have any certificates. Talking about the construction workers, factory workers, food service attendants, agricultural workers, securities, drivers, retail salespersons, hotel jobs, nannies, cleaners, forklifters, caregivers, truck drivers. These are all on skill open jobs. If you don't understand, tell me you don't understand. So let's move on. Okay. Then we also have a work and study visa available. Hi, hello, Clifford, how are you? Then we also have a work and study visa available for Australia. If you're interested in going for Australia, Australia is very good. They are stable, intentional country. I told you guys this country is not part of a Europe country. Remember, they're not part of the EU. They're outside Schengen zone, but they are doing very well. I mean, they are cool. They pay very well. They're accommodating. They're stable. They are not racist. So that's the reason why a lot of boys migrate to Australia every season. So if you're interested in that, we have it open and ongoing. And their government standard is one of the top notch. But mind you, their disadvantage is that they are not what's it called? They can be very expensive. And the second disadvantage is that you cannot use their visa to travel to Europe country. You're stuck in Australia. If you don't understand, ask me. But they're English speaking countries, so they are good. Then we also have a work and study visa available for Italy. Those of you that are interested in a smaller country, you don't want to do much, you just want a very small intentional country. Either you're traveling for the first time or you're traveling in your family, just going for this. Italy is very good. Remember I told you guys most of the time when you're migrating to Italy, ensure that you have a skill. Ask me what skill. Skill means you know how to use your hands to do a lot of things. Means you know how to use your hand to make a hair, you know how to use your hand to barb someone, you know how to do your hand to build, you know how to use your hands, because Italy, you have so many unskilled opportunities open. Despite you're coming in using whatever work offer we give you, you still have to do other minor jobs, to get more extra wages. All right. Sorry guys, don't worry about my voice. It's the winter. We always pass through this. Then we also have a work and work and study visa available for Luxembourg. Those of you that are interested in a very good intentional country, Luxembourg is very cool. Ola, thank you so much. I appreciate it for today. So we have this for Luxembourg anyways. Remember, Luxembourg can be very expensive, guys. Those of you that always ask me about Luxembourg, they can be extra expensive country, but they are very good intentional countries. So just know that part, all right? So if you're interested in going in for Luxembourg, just always know that they are quite expensive country. Those are sending me message, I saw it. I'll respond to my messages all when I'm done with the live stream. Okay, those are coming, you guys are welcome. When you come in, all you need to do, you follow here, like, or you follow us on a verified Instagram page, or you follow us on a verified Facebook page or YouTube channel, or verified. If you're interested in the visa package, you send us a DM. If you cannot send a DM on TikTok, now I'm saying it so that you guys will hear very well, send us a DM on Instagram. That's why we put on our profile, send DM on Instagram. Reason being that we have a lot of messages DM on TikTok. So most of the time our messages get to bounce back. You can send. So you can always send us a message on Instagram. So do you understand? Good. Or if you're not using Instagram, we have people that don't use Instagram in this digital world. You can just send us a message on Facebook. That's why we have our Facebook open and verified. So it's legal. Ensure that both pages you are sending messages are verified or you're following. All right, same name or verified. You can always send us on Facebook. Those of you that are used to Facebook, okay, follow and also send a message. Then what else? Then, or if you don't want to send a DM, you want official, then you send us a Gmail. Our Gmail is actually very simple, same name at gmail.com. Okay, all right, no worry. Clifford, hi, thank you. Then we also have, we've talked about Ireland, right? English speaking country, and all of that. Then we have a work permit, work and study available for Portugal. Those of you that are interested in a very average tuition fee, you want to do your work and study, you can go for Portugal. Portugal is very good intentional country. They are stable, they are accommodating, they are not racist, and they are welcoming. So you have a lot of reason why you should be migrating to Portugal. But mind you, they are not English speaking country, they are Portuguese. So if you have a language barrier, we always request or refer you to go in for Canada, UK. These are English speaking country. All right, we can go in for Australia, the English speaking. Netherlands, they have 70% that communicate in English. You can go in for Ireland, 100% English speaking country. All right, but if you want other choices, they are not English speaking country. So just know that part. We always tell you how transparent they can be. Then we also have a work and study visa available for Germany. Those are coming in from this side. Hi, hello, you guys are welcome. I see you. So we also have it for Germany anyways. If you're interested in going in for Germany, they're a very intentional country. They're very good. They're stable. They pay very well. They allow you to do multiple jobs, like you're allowed to multitask. All right. So that's one thing. And also about Germany, also is one of the intentional countries to migrate to, because they're very fast in issuing residence, and their residence is very strong. I mean, they issue you document. That document is powerful. So if you're interested in that, we have it open. And also about Germany anyways, mind you, they can be very expensive country in nature. I mean, they can be expensive, but they're good. Yeah, and what is, yeah, they're not English speaking country, please. They are German speakers, okay? So those of you that always ask about the language. I always tell people when a country is good, you don't even need all those language or no language. You don't need the English or not English. Just make sure that you do your thing. Then we also have a work and study available for Denmark. Those of you that are interested in a posh, intentional country that pays you well, they are stable, they are accommodating, they are not racist. Just going for Denmark. Denmark is very intentional. They are welcoming and all of those benefits, you know. Family is allowed to travel with you. You can navigate your ways. You can extend your visa stay, so you have nothing to worry about if you're going in for Denmark. And mind you, Denmark is not English speaking country. They are Danish speakers, all right, but they're accommodating, but they're quite expensive also, and also they pay very well. Just know that any country that pays you well can be expensive. Then we also have a work and study available for UK. Those of you that are interested in an English speaking country only, you just don't want any other choices. You want an English speaking country, just going for UK. That's it, and save yourself the stress. But mind you, as good as it can be, they can be very expensive. Not that they can be, they are very expensive country. Those of you that knows. UK can be extra expensive because these guys pay a lot of tax. They pay the federal tax, they pay the primary tax, only God knows. They pay the grocery tax, they pay tax, you know. They all depend on tax anyway. So that's the way we always refer them to, like tax country. Like they're quite expensive. But outside that, you have a lot of your Africans there. So those of you that always migrate to a country that have so much African, yeah, you can mix. And also they're English speaking country and they pay you well. So that's it. Then we also have your work and study available for Estonia. If you're interested in just a very good intentional small country, you don't want to do much. You just want to do the way your hands can carry. Like I always tell you guys, you cannot do more than your strength, right? If you cannot afford big country, go for smaller countries. It's thing of choice. See, this life, you cannot come and stress your brain. If you cannot do this one, just going for the other one, in as much as you travel, right? Good. So you can always take in Estonia. Estonia is very good, intentional, small country. They are not expensive, they're accommodating, they're stable, and all of those. And mind you, they do not pay very well here because most of the smaller countries don't pay well. They're still developing, they're not there yet. They're trying to be there. So maybe when you get in there, you help them to be there. But anyways, they're a very intentional country, and also they are closer to Finland. So most people always migrate to Estonia, get in their TRS, and then find their way to Finland. So that's it. So they are very good. Let's move on. Then we also have a work and study available for Spain. Those of you that are interested in smaller countries, you prefer to deal with just a small intentional country. You don't know how to stretch your brain. Just going for Spain. Spain is very good. One of the intentional, accommodating country most people migrate to every season. And also know that they're very cheap in terms of studying, but they are not English speaking country. They are Spanish speakers, but they are stable. A lot of you do not understand. I tell you a country is stable, that means the country is not that bad. We also have a work and study visa available for New Zealand. Those of you that are interested in a bigger country, you want to go into a country that is not part of the Schengen zone, you just want something outside the box, just going for New Zealand. You want a country that you do not want to go into an embassy to submit your documents. You want an e-visa. That's New Zealand. New Zealand is always what? Electronic visa. Let's just quickly show you guys our success story on each of the visa, what visa looks like, and how visa works on each of the countries, any of them. So you just go through, okay? Let's just go through this part. Now, this is our successful story for Belgium. This family of 3. This is the husband, the wife, and the kid. All right. This is what visa looks like. That's why we always tell you guys, visa is actually a sticker paper just on your passport. All right. Those of you that don't understand. So this is what we always talk about. Visa. This is what it looks like. So let me just quickly be sliding from here. So this is our successful story for France. Those of you that are going in for France, this is our successful story as well. This is France visa successful story. This is our successful story for Norway. If you are going in for Norway, this is our successful story. Okay. This is our successful story for UK. Those of you that are interested in going in for UK, also this is our successful story. Allah, thank you so much. I can see you. I see you. This is our successful story for USA. 2 years. This is 2 years also. We have the one 5 years. This is a 5 years, also USA. Let me just show you the other one. This is 2 years, so you see. And this is the 5 years, all right? Those are sending me messages. I respond to you once I'm done with the live stream. I respond to all messages. Thank you very much. Then we also have here, this is a successful story for Canada, all right? This is what visa looks like. And also somebody will ask me, how does the processing work? Now, when you send us all your documents to us, let's just go step by step a little bit how it works. When you send your document to us, okay, either by whichever platform you use to reach us, either by Instagram or either by TikTok or either by Facebook, whichever platform you use to reach us, same name or verified. Now we go through them. Sorry, we send you our requirements and our cost. We go through them. If you're interested, you want to proceed, we'll move it to WhatsApp. Then you send in your document. When you send in your document to us, we'll go through them, we digest them, and if you are good to go, you make your first payment. Then we start your processing. Then we start uploading everything on the portal, embassy portal. Do you understand? Good. Once everything is uploaded, we'll book an embassy appointment for you. Processing from our end at least take us 2 weeks, but processing from embassy means when you drop in your visa with them, takes them at least 3 weeks for your visa to be out. If you don't understand, ask me again. I'll repeat this section. It's very important so that you know how we work. Good. So when we start our processing, I'll book an embassy appointment for you. We send every document to you, print them all out in clear photo. Do you understand? Color clear photo. Some of you like printing out something in blunt. Make sure it's clear when you're going into our embassy to drop your submission, especially when you're working with us. Okay, good. Then you go in for submission, drop every document we sent to you, and also do not forget to drop in the document you sent to us, but now you're dropping the original document. Remember you sent us your international passport, right? You have to drop it at the embassy. Remember you sent us your passport photo, you have to give them about 6 copies. Then remember you send us also your what's it called, work ID, you have to give them as well. So all the documents you sent to us, you have to give them. Now once you send them all those documents, you give embassy 15 working days. That's 3 weeks. Let me just use it the English you guys understand, because a lot of you, when I'm speaking so much grammar, you ask me, maybe you don't understand 15 working days. Before someone says, is it 50 working days? 15 working days, we always refer to 3 good weeks. That's 15 working days. That's 15 working days. Do you understand? Okay, so you drop it with them and then you allow them do their processing. Once they are done, they'll call you for collection. Then you go pick up your documents. So it's very easy. That's how it works. It's a straightforward business. There's no stress about it. It's transparent enough. Do you get? That's how we do our jobs. That's how we do our work. You send every document to us, we go through them, slide in. If we are ready to move on, you make your first payment, then we'll push you to embassy. You go for submission. Submission means drop the document you sent to them, the original copy. They want to see it. Remember, we uploaded it on the portal, so they only have the soft copy. Now they want the hard copy to see for themselves if it's you that is traveling. So when they see it, then you drop in all the passport and also your passport picture. They take their biometrics. Biometrics is your fingerprint, like your fingertips and all of those. That's biometrics. So once they are done, that's it. Then you go home, give them 15 working days or 3 weeks, the way you guys may understand it, and then you go for what collection, go pick up your document and tell them, thank you very much, your visa is out. So this is what visa looks like. So we are taking you through the slide. Each country has their own different kind. This is for Canada's successful story. So let's move on. We'll just reverse you back. This USA successful story, 5 years. These are 2 years. This UK, all right, successful story. This Norway, successful story. This France, successful story. And this family of 3, this Belgium, successful story. Do you get? So let's move forward. We just actually have to take you guys slide by slide. Sorry, I have to be slow a little. This is Canada's successful story. This Sweden, successful story. This Denmark, successful story. And this Portugal, successful story. Which country is this? Sorry. This France, successful story. Which country? This Italy, successful story. Which country is this? Let me see. Okay, this Norway, successful story. This Denmark, successful story. This Italy as well, successful story. This Canada, successful story. And this family of 5, this Belgium, successful story. All right, this is the husband, the wife, and the 3 kids. This is what we mean by family of 5 if you're traveling with the whole board from home. All right, so you have to move in with this. And remember, when you are traveling with family, please, Philip, I'll respond to you once I'm done with the live stream. I'll respond to all my messages once I'm done with the live stream. Thank you so much. So as I was saying, when you're traveling with family, especially when you're traveling with kids, ensure that you have the baby's passport and also you have their what's it called, birth certificate. If you don't have those, you cannot fly with them. All right. So this is a success story for family bunk relocation. Those of you that are traveling your family anyways. And this for Canada success story as well. There is Portugal success story. Okay. I think that's all. Yeah, that's it. So that's what visa looks like. Those of you that always ask me, let me move this and then we'll go back to where we were. So sorry, I want to show you what's it called, the one of New Zealand. New Zealand don't have same sticker visa. Theirs is different. If you check here on our Twitter, you see we pinned it there because a lot of you keep asking me about the New Zealand, how does it work. They are same like Australia. So this is what theirs is. Just check it there, you will see it there. You might really not pick a very clear look here. This is an e-visa. They call it electronic visa. So this is how New Zealand and Australia only present their visa. Do you understand why other countries call it sticker visa? Why New Zealand and Australia, of course, they present e-visa? Just check it on our page there. You'll be able to read it there. You see it for a customer. We actually got it released this January, and the person is supposed to move to New Zealand before May 26th. So just take your time and read it there. It's pinned there, all right? So let's move on back to where we were. So that's it for visa. Those of you that always ask me, how does it look like and how the processing works? So we actually explained that in details enough, right? So anyways, let's move on. So these are work and study available for New Zealand. If you're interested in going into a country that you don't necessarily need to visit the embassy, like I mentioned, this is how the e-visa looks like. Just check it there, you read it more better, it's easier that way. But if you're going into other countries, you have to visit the embassy for submission. Without your submission, you cannot get their visa granted. Only New Zealand and Australia, you don't need to do submission. And mind you, you're not going in for interviews. Those of you that are scared, like, am I going to do an interview when I get into the embassy? No, you're not going to do that, okay? So let's move on. Then we also have a work and study available for Malta. Those of you that are interested in going in for Malta, you want a very small, intentional English-speaking country, then you can always go in for Malta. Malta is very good. They are stable, they are accommodating, they are not that bad, they are cheap. Let's just say they are affordable. Those of you that always ask me, are they very cheap? Yeah, they are. And they are English-speaking country. And also, if you want to migrate to a country that allows you to study, I mean, you want a very affordable tuition fee, you can always go for this. Okay, they are very good. They are not that bad. All right. Hope be all right. Thank you so much. God bless you. I appreciate. Those that are coming in, you guys are welcome. When you come in, all you need to do is follow, like, go through our page. You get to see different visa packages we have open and ongoing. If you're interested in them, send us a DM. We'll send a requirement in our cost. All right. Either you follow here, or you follow us on our verified Instagram page, or you follow us on our verified Facebook page. I'm fine. Will be all right. Thank you for joining. Or you follow us on our verified Facebook page or YouTube channel, whichever which. If you want to send us a DM, if you're not able to send a DM on TikTok, because our TikTok is overloaded with messages, I need to delete some part before messages start coming in anyways. If you're not sending us a message on TikTok, please send us a message on Instagram. You can always reach us on Instagram. Our Instagram handle is posted there. Just same name, just add one on Instagram, all right? Or better still, send us a message on Facebook. Those of you that do not have Instagram, and you can reach us on Facebook. Same name, verified. Ensure the pages that are verified, please. Then you send us on Instagram, all right? So that's it. Any other question? So let's move on. So these are work and study available for Belgium. I do all my money on this Christmas. No problem. Whenever you're ready to travel, sir. All right. So this for Belgium. If you're interested in going in for Belgium, Belgium is very good, intentional country. They are stable, they're accommodating, they pay well, they're not racist and all of that. You know, you have a lot to benefit. I told you guys they're one of the countries that is closer to Germany. And mind you, they are not English-speaking country. You have two languages that you always experience in Belgium, which is you have French language and you have German. So those are the two languages you can always experience in Belgium, all right? So if you're interested in such country, you can always go in for that, but they're very good. Then we also have a work and study visa available for Sweden. Those of you that are interested in going into a posh, tushed, intentional country with a lot of benefits, Sweden is one of those grab you have to always pick out. They're very intentional, you know, they're not that bad, they're not racist, and they're accommodating. Mind you, they're also very expensive country. Lots of you that are not aware of that. They are quite expensive country, all right, but they are good. Okay. Then we also have a work and study visa available for Norway. Those of you that are interested in going in for Norway, Norway is very good also, very, you know, average country, not that expensive, not that low, but they're just there. And also they pay very well, yeah, but know that they're not English speaking country, they're Norwegian, there's a language. So if you're interested in that, you can go in for that. Remember, I told you guys, if you do not want any country that does not speak English, please always go in for Canada, UK, Australia, Netherlands, Ireland. These are English. Malta, these are English speaking countries, because other countries they are not English speaking. All right, so those of you that are always scared of migrating to a country and language barrier and all of that. So let's move on. Then we also have a conference visa available for Sweden. If you're interested in migrating using our conference, remember I told you guys conference is always organized by international NGOs. So it's actually a very good way. Also, you can always get your visa out very fast and easier. And conference processing takes us at least 3 weeks. Your visa is out. Conference is actually like a fast visa. And the good thing about migrating using a conference visa is that with a conference visa, you can always extend your stay. I'll explain. Don't worry. Calm down. Now, this is how it works. When you come into a country using a conference visa, that country is giving you permission to please exchange the visa or extend it or expand it the way you can understand it to a permanent stay or PR or resident or work visa. So it's actually a very good one. Do you understand? Then coming into a country using a visit visa is actually like 50-50 when you come into a country using a visit visa. But if you come using a conference visa, it's easy for you to extend it to their own, PR, to the longer stay, the way you understand. So we also have a conference visa which is called product launching, available for Italy. You can join the product launching this season. If you're ready to go this early batch, you can go in for that. Yeah, Italy is actually a very cheap, easy country. Most of you are already aware of that. They are not that expensive. They're accommodating, they are stable. So if you're looking at such intentional country, Italy is good. Then we also have a product launching conference visa available for Canada. Those of you that are interested in going into an English country only, you don't want any other one, just going for Canada. Canada is very intentional. They pay you well, they are stable, accommodating, they are not racist, and they're very fast in issuing PRO. And mind you, also they can be very expensive. Yeah, despite they're very good, also they can be very expensive. And also you have a lot of your African guys in Canada, so it's very easy for you to mingle. Okay, those that are sending me messages, I'll respond to you once I'm done with the live stream. Please, when you come in here, you're welcome. All you need to do is follow here, or you follow us on a verified Instagram page, or you follow us on a verified Facebook page, all same name. If you're interested in the visa package, you send us a DM here. If you cannot send us a DM on TikTok, please send us a DM on Instagram, same name. You just see there on our profile, DM Instagram, or you send us a DM on Facebook. Those of you that do not have Instagram, is fine. You just send us a DM on Facebook. Is easier. They're all verified. Ensure they're verified page before you send your message or follow. Okay, same name, verified, both Instagram and Facebook and YouTube also. So this product launching also available for Ireland. If you're interested in an English country only, you don't want any other country, just go in for Ireland and thank me later. Ola, thank you so very much. I appreciate it. You can always go in for that. Ireland is very good. They are stable, they are accommodating, they are not bad, and they're not racist. And also know that Ireland can be expensive in the other hand, yeah, because they're quite closer to Scotland. So, but they're very good intentional countries. If you're interested in that, we have it open and is running as well. Then we also have a product launching visa conference also available for Finland. Remember I told you guys Finland is a very good intentional country, generally known to be expensive, but there's one thing that is quite cheap in Finland, which is studying. Tuition fee can be very, very affordable in Finland. So if you're interested in such, you can always go in for that. All right, they are good, they are stable, intentional. You have nothing to worry about when you're migrating to Finland. Well, mind you, they are not English speaking country. They're going to be Finn language, or you call them Finnish language. Yeah, just check your Google, you might get the right pronunciation. Finn language or Finnish language anyways. Then outside that also, they are very accommodating. They are cool, they are warm, they're not that racist. They're one of those countries that is fast issuing PR to most of the strangers. Then we also have a product launching also conference visa available for Louis Zibrook. If you're interested in a bigger country, just going for Louis. Louis is very good, very intentional, stable country, and quite expensive on the other hand as well. Yeah, those of you that are not aware, you want to fly to Luxembourg, not knowing that they're quite expensive. They're as expensive as Switzerland, but they are very intentional, they are good. So you have nothing to be concerned about. So they are very intentional, good country. All right. Then we also have a product launching conference visa available for Australia. Those of you that are interested in migrating to an English country, just going for Australia and thank me later, not now. They are very intentional country. They are very good. They are stable, and all of that. But mind you, they are not Schengen country. They're not part of the Europe zone, okay? But they're very good. Well, thank you so very much. Then we also have a product launching available for France. If you're interested in going into a small country, you prefer smaller country, you don't want to do more, just going for France. France is very good. One of the good intentional accommodating smaller country. Lots of people migrate to every season. So you have nothing to be worried about. All right. You can always get your grab from there. So let's move on. Then we also have a product launching conference visa available for Netherlands. We already told you guys that Netherlands is a very good country, but the only challenge about them is that they can be expensive because they're initially known to be Holland, right? Holland means like the whole world is actually put together in a particular random place. So that's what it means. Anyways, they're quite expensive country, but they are good. They pay you well, they're stable, and mind you, they are not generally known to be an English-speaking country. Their language is Dutch, but you have 70 or 80% of the Netherlands that communicate in English, so they're very good anyways. All right. Obiora is asking Australia is how much. Australia is same price like Luxembourg. I thought maybe I've communicated with you. Anyways, let's just explain. When it comes to prices figure, we have three categories of services. We have the premium service, we have the standard service, we have the regular service. The premium and the standard services always comes with flight accommodation provided by us and airport transfer. You know, we call it like a VIP package out. But the regular services, you provide those stuffs yourself. Do you understand? Good. But when it comes to figure, you send us a DM, we'll send our requirements, and of course, those that are joining newly, you're welcome. When you come in here, you need to do, you follow here, or you follow us on our verified Instagram page, same name, or you follow us on our verified Facebook page, same name, or YouTube channel. If you want to reach us, if you send a DM here, you cannot reach us here. Then you send a DM on Instagram, same name, just add on. You don't even need to go other, just type in just same name Instagram. The Instagram page is actually the profile name is pasted on our profile here as well. Or you send us on Facebook, same name. Means you don't have Instagram, you have Facebook. They're all verified page, so you have nothing to be concerned on that part. Then we also have a product launching conference visa available for UK. Those of you that are interested in going in for United Kingdom, you want to do more, you want an English speaking country that have a lot of Africans in there. UK is one of those good intentional English speaking country. You know, you have nothing to be concerned about. But mind you, remember when you're migrating to UK anyways, they can be very expensive because these guys depend on tax. Or let's just say they pay a lot of tax. All right, so just know that part. Thank you so much, Ola. Then we also have a product launching also conference visa available for Belgium. Those of you that are interested in a country that looks same just like Germany, we already talk about that, right? That's Belgium for you. They're very intentional, they're accommodating, they're stable, and they're not racist. So you have so much you can always benefit from them. Besides, they pay you very, very well. All right. Then we also have a product launching also conference visa available for Estonia. Those of you that are interested in a smaller country, just going for Estonia. Estonia is very cool. They're intentional, accommodating, welcoming, and they're not racist. But mind you, they are just small country. Means that you're not expecting them to pay the whole sum, you know. They just pay little. But the good thing about migrating to a smaller country, you can easily get in their TRC and then use that to navigate your ways to Finland. Just like Estonia share close border between them and Finland. So it's actually a plus. So most of you that are interested in that, you can always use that grad. Then we also have a product launching available conference visa for Portugal. If you're interested in a country that does a lot of businesses, that's Portugal. Especially if you're an entrepreneur, you want a very good one, you can always go in for that. All right. All Luchuku. Anything that has to do with how much, send us a DM. Those that are joining you guys are welcome. I repeat myself. When you come in here, you need to do, you follow here, like, or you follow us on our verified Instagram page, or you follow us on our verified Facebook page or YouTube channel, or same name. If you're interested in other visa packages, that you send us a DM here. If you cannot send us a DM on TikTok, send us a DM on Facebook, same name, or you send us a DM on Instagram, or same name. Exactly. All right, so let's ride on, guys. Then we also have a product launching conference visa available for Poland. Those of you that are interested in a country that has so many factory jobs, I mean so many companies, that's Poland for you. You have a lot of factory options jobs you can always do here. They're very intentional, they're good, racist. So family is allowed to travel with you, you can navigate your way, so you have nothing to be worried about. And they pay very well. But mind you, they are not English speaking country, they're meant to be polished language. So if you have a challenge about English, non-English speaking country, you can always go in for English speaking, which is Canada, UK, Australia. You know, you can always go in for New Zealand, Malta. You know, these are English speaking country. Then we also have a product launching also conference visa available for Germany. If you're interested in going into a very intentional zone, also Germany is one of those, you know, they're accommodating, they're stable, they're not that bad. Germany is actually a very accommodating, good paying country. Let's just say they allow you to do multiple jobs, or they allow you to multitask. There's a lot of you that are aware of that, yeah. But mind you also, they are not English speaking country, they're meant to be German speakers, and you can even see part of some French speaking also in Germany, yeah, because they are closer to Belgium, and Belgium is actually generally known to be French speaking more than to the German speakers also. All right, anyways, they are very good. Then we also have a product launching available for Lithuania. Those of you that are interested in a smaller country, Lithuania is actually a very good intentional small country that pays very well. Not very, very well anyways, but they are good. And the good thing also, should I say the most positive thing about Lithuania is that they're quite very closer to Poland and they're closer to Sweden. So you see, when you migrate to Lithuania, you have the TRC, you are very sure of connecting to what's it called, Sweden and Poland without stress. So that's the reason why a lot of people always going for this country. So if you're interested in that, we have Lithuania open and ongoing, and they're very intentional. Then we also have a product launching conference visa available for Malta. Remember, it's not only conference visa we process here. If you check on our screen, you see that we process work visas, we process conference visas, we process family relocation, business visas. When it comes to the work visas, we have two categories of work visas. We have the skilled jobs, we have the unskilled. The skilled jobs are those of you that are doctors, nurses, engineers, IT tech, while the unskilled are those that do not have any of this qualification. Talking about construction workers, factory workers, drivers, food service attendants, retail sales persons, hotel jobs. These are all unskilled jobs. Do you understand? Please, those that are coming, Ebony Mama, those that are coming here, newly guests are welcome. When you come, you know you need to do, you follow here, like, or you follow us on a verified Instagram page, or you follow us on a verified Facebook page or YouTube channel. You guys are welcome. If you're interested in the visa package, you send us a DM here. If you cannot send us a DM here on TikTok, send us a DM on our verified Instagram page. Please make sure you send a DM on the verified pages I'm listing now. If the pages are not verified, it means you're sending it to someone else, not to me. Make sure that if you're following us on Instagram, it's a verified page, same name, that's where you can send your DM. And if you're following us on Facebook, it's a verified page, same name, that's where you can send your DM. Is that clear? So if they are not same name and they're not very, in fact, if they are not verified on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, don't message. You're on your own. Then if you cannot send us, if you cannot reach out to all those, you can send us on our Gmail. Also, this is our right Gmail account, same name at gmail.com is actually posted there. So we make it very easy for you. So you don't go send it to the wrong people. All right. So let's move on, guys. So we also have here product launching conferences available for Spain. Those of you that are interested in a smaller country, you can always go in for Spain. They're very good. Remember I told you guys, Spain now is a trending country. If you're not aware of that, let's just explain. Let's just give you a little bit of hint. Now, when you migrate to Spain, you just spend like 6 months or 1 year, you will get their resident very easy without stress. You're not paying for their resident. So that's why I say a lot of people flog into Spain right away. So if that's your interest of fit, just let's go. But remember, they are not English speaking country, they are Spanish speakers. All right, they are not English speaking country. We keep telling you they are Spanish speakers, but they are good. So if you can get in your resident in Spain, then you are always sure of migrating to other countries from Spain without visas. You know, of course, I explained to you guys now, Schengen visas, Euro visa allows you to use their visa to navigate all around, while a non-Schengen country, you are stuck in a particular visa. If you don't understand, ask me. What do you say? Then we also have a product launch also available for Denmark. Those of you that are interested in an intentional higher paid job, that's Denmark for you. Denmark is very good. They're intentional, they pay you well, they are stable, they're accommodating, and they're not racist. Families are allowed to travel with you, you can navigate your way. So if you're looking at such good one, just grabbing this Denmark and thank us later. But mind you, they're not English speaking country, they're Danish and they're quite expensive. Of course, every country has their advantage and disadvantage. No country is meant to be perfect, right? That's what I always tell you guys. Each country has the advantage and disadvantage, but just ensure that the advantage does not affect the disadvantage. The disadvantage does not affect the advantage more, right? Then we also have a conference visa product launching available for Ireland. If you're interested in a very good intentional English speaking country as a grab, just going for Ireland and thank us later. They are very good, they are stable, they are accommodating, and they're not racist, and also they pay you very well. So you have a lot of reason why you should be migrating to Ireland. So you have nothing to be concerned about. So that's the reason why most people migrate to Ireland every season. So if you're okay with that, you can message us. All right. And remember, they are quite expensive country. Those of you that will come to my DM later. Then we also have a work permit visa available for Estonia. Remember, we told you guys we have two categories when it comes to work visas. We have the skilled jobs, we have the unskilled. Skilled jobs are those that have certificates, and unskilled are those that do not have certificates. Then when it comes to work visas, we have 4 categories of work visas. We have the BSc, which is the bachelor's program. We have the master's program. We have the vocational study. We have the language course. So you guys get to know about all this. Then when it comes to family relocation, we have 2 types of family relocation. We have the TRC, that is the temporary relocation. We have the PR as the permanent relocation. Okay. Then when it comes to business visas, we have just one business visa, and you have to provide your certificate on that. Then when it comes to dependent visa, we just have dependent, and you have to ensure the person you are going in for dependent is studying, so you'll be able to follow the person's documents. Do you understand? Any other clarification? Let me just check our time frame. Please, those that are coming, you guys are welcome. When you come in, follow, like, go through our page, get to see different visa packages we have open and ongoing. If you're interested in of them, send us a DM, and we're going to send you our requirements and our cost. All right. So if you have any clarification, you ask us. If you cannot send a message here, you send us on Instagram. Instagram is same name, Instagram. All right. Then Facebook is also same name, all verified. They're all verified. Verified Facebook, verified Instagram, so that you don't go and send it to someone else, please. So thank you so much for your time. Those are joining, you guys are welcome. So see you on my page. And remember, our requirement is international passport data page, passport photo, white background, CV, which is your resume, then offer letter if you're working, or you provide us with your employment letter, or you provide us with your contract letter. Then if you're not working, it's fine, you just provide us with your business certificate. All right. If you're married, provide us your marriage certificate. If you're not married, no need. Do you understand? Those are our requirements. We have 3 services. I'll explain that a little bit if I drop. We have the premium service, we have the standard, we have the regular. If you are going in for the premium and standard, that's our VIP service. It means we have to provide you accommodation, flights, and all of that included. But if you're going in for the standards and regular service, means you have to provide them yourself. We only provide you vital documentation, immigration service documentation. If it's conference, we provide you conference and all of those. So that's just it. All right. So we have different categories if you're going in for any of them. So outside that, thank you so much, and see you on my DM, and have a good time. Bye. So hi. All right. Bye. Take from here. Bye.